Welcome to ZeroPage Homebrew, Friday edition, where we play new games on classic consoles at 60 frames a second. Welcome, everybody,
Hello.
to Friday the 13th. Hello at 60 frames a second, Repentless Fiji, yes. So welcome, everybody, to the show. We're going to be playing some games today.
Yay.
We're going to be trying to get some high scores today. We're going to be playing Wall Jump Ninja today.
Excellent.
Trying to get my world record back.
Okay.
From the thief that stole it.
Oh no!
He didn't steal it. He just got a better score than me. So it's one fair and square.
Yeah.
He is actually a very good player. He has very, very many Atari 2600 records.
Yes.
On highscore.com.
Highscore. Very nice.
So he does very well. So I just have to do better, and I know I can. It's a matter of attrition, just doing it until I get it. Yes. Yeah. We're going to be playing 4 games today. First one is called Gene Medic.
Okay.
Second one's called Battle-Zuma. Then
Zuma?
We're playing
like Zuma, like the ball game?
I don't know the ball game called Zuma.
I think it's called Zuma.
I don't think it is.
No?
I think it's an homage to the video game Montezuma's Revenge. Because of the characters in it.
Oh, I see.
Then we're going to be playing Wall Jump Ninja, as I explained. And then for our Friday patch challenge, it's going to be Kaboom, which is a deadly, horribly hard game.
It's a lot of fun, though.
So
it's a good game.
It is very fun. It's very quick.
Yes.
Very, very quick game.
Yeah. That's a hard game.
It is. It's really hard. So I want to welcome everybody in the chat. Ricardo Pim.
Hello.
Who is the author, developer of Battle-Zuma.
Oh, nice.
So welcome to the show.
Excellent.
And Repentless VG, a splendid night, and Ice Bosta, and all the people who are lurking in the chat. There are a lot of people there. They're just not talking.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I want to thank all the Twitch subscribers. Gredham's Ground Trooper, Johnny WC23, Crocodile Vomnil, Mr. Fix, Muddy Funster, Nathan Strum, RC70, Repentless VG, Scum Software, Sir Catlegs, Spartan581, Spiceware, S. Ramirez 2008, The D-Train 37, and Tiki Dan K. And you can support the show and subscribe for free as well if you have Amazon Prime. You just link that to your Twitch Prime account and click subscribe, and then you'll get a little thing beside your name when you talk, like Repentless VG has, ZPH. He's a 2-month subscriber. Thank you very much. So, mail, news, and feedback. Unfortunately, it's been a terrible week here at ZeroPage Homebrew. Some terrible things have happened, and now it is Friday the 13th, and it has come to a point and a head, and
terrible things have happened.
And this is the culmination of what is bad that has happened. This is the system that we normally play games on. It is dead. It is no longer working.
Oh.
But there's even worse news as well. Not worse news, equally as bad. I will not be going to Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Unfortunately, this year we will not be going to Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Well, she can if she wants, but
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. It's bittersweet. It's good and bad news at the same time. The bad news, of course, I won't be able to go to Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And the good news that prevents me from going to Portland Retro Gaming Expo is that my film is showing at a very prestigious film festival that is about 2 weeks long, just under 2 weeks long, and PRGE falls right smack in the middle of it. And my film is showing on the Saturday of Portland Retro Gaming Expo, so it is impossible to go to it, and it is very, very upsetting. Because one, it's an amazing event. Yeah. 2, there's a lot of people I want to say hello to when I'm down there. John Champeau and Al from Atari Age, and buy a whole bunch of games that are being released this year. I'll somehow get them shipped up to me, one way or the other.
We'll figure something.
Or somebody can get them for me or something.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of games I want to play on the show. And there's equipment I want to buy, and other games I want to look for, and all the different talks that I want to go to, and it's just fun in general. So sadly, I won't be going to PRGE this year or doing any interviews this year. So that really, really, really sucks.
Yeah.
So on to this thing. As you may or may not know, we were talking last episode about not being able to play Harmony Encore games on my RGB modded Light Sixer here. And I was trying a bunch of stuff. And it also didn't work with the Uno cart. I suspect they're one and the same problem. Because both the Uno cart and the Encore, Harmony Encore, work perfectly on all my other systems. So it's something to do with the RGB, or just something to do with this console in general. Because I didn't play the Harmony cart with the Encore games or the Uno cart before I modded it. So who knows if it is the mod or if it's not the mod. It could be. The first suspect was power. And all signs pointed to it because both the RGB mod and also the Harmony Encore draw power from the one power input on the back. Everything's powered. Those aren't externally powered. Same with the Atari Vox, as well as Genesis Arcade Power Stick. It has lit up buttons on it.
Yes, that's true.
As well. So everything is powered off of it. So the obvious and easiest thing to do, which a number of people suggested, including Iasposta, last episode, was to get a higher powered power supply for it. And the original Atari 2600 power supply is 9 volt, 500 milliamps. I think it's 500 milliamps. So he suggested 800, even 1,000, even 1,500 milliamps. So I went yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday to the local, equivalent of what Radio Shack used to be.
Yeah.
It's just a general electronics store with resistors and little packages with little electronics in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And got myself a 9 volt, 1 amp, which is 1,000 milliamps, power supply, and wired up an end to it. That is for the Atari 2600. Plugged it in. It worked fine. It powered up the Atari 2600, but didn't make any difference. The Encore still didn't work. Harmony, the Uno cart still didn't work. So it worked exactly the same.
Yeah, it didn't change anything.
It didn't change anything, no, at all. So, yeah, I have another power supply for a 2600. But it didn't solve my problems. Possibly something inside the Atari is also not passing on the power to the RGB mod. I don't know. I'm not a hardware guy. I'm barely a software guy. So that still is a mystery. But today I was going through this. I was cleaning the Harmony Encore cart. That was suggested as well. I didn't think it was that, but it's easy, worth a try.
Easy to do, yeah.
And then I was opening this up to take pictures of it inside, because the next step was to start replacing some of the capacitors in here and the resistors, if needed. Just to do it anyway. Actually, I was going to do it anyway, and a new power adapter where the power plugs in. So I was just taking pictures of all the components on the board. You have to open it right up, multiple layers to get to it. And I got lots of really good pictures of all the capacitors and resistors and all the other things that are on here that I have no idea what they are. And I put it back together, turned it on, and nothing.
Oh no.
Just nothing.
Oh no.
Like literally.
So just after opening it, like did you disassemble anything or?
The only wire that you have to really disassemble to get into it is a wire that goes from the main board to all the switches in the front.
Yeah.
And it's it's like 9 pins. There's no way to get it wrong, really. That's the only thing you have to really disconnect. That's it completely. But there is a lot of wires in here in terms of the RGB mod and going through things. Some things can be are old in here. It's 42 years old now. Well, this one isn't. It's not a heavy sixer, so maybe 41 or 40 years old. So just taking it apart and bumping something could have done something to it. You know, you just never know.
So sad.
So, I turn it on, and there's literally nothing happens.
Nothing happens, yeah.
The screen doesn't flicker.
Yeah.
The Atari Vox doesn't go, Atari Vox. It's like, there's no power.
Nothing, yeah.
There's no audio. There's just, it's like I'm doing nothing. So that really points to a power issue. Like the power is not going to something. Because something would happen. Like the power would go to this controller. Or maybe not. I don't know. That might be a dumb power thing where it just says Atari Vox if power goes to that.
Yeah.
That would be a good test. And somebody pointed that out in the forums.
Yeah.
They said, does Atari Vox make a noise? So I'm guessing it's just
Dead.
power comes in, power goes out. So that points to just bad power.
Yeah.
Is the sadness about a console or a cat? No, console.
Yeah, console.
Cats are fine.
Cats are
All
fine.
the cats are fine. Hello to Brazil, Diablo Games. Welcome. Maybe the RGB regulator board did not handle the 1000 milliamps. No, it was fine. It turned on. I played everything. Played games, no problems. It was only when I was opening it did it have a problem. Put down the cat.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine. I'm just showing everyone.
Yeah. He's angry.
He's perfectly angry self. There we go.
Spindly 1970 was repairing a record player in my 1969 Electrophonic console stereo and wiring in Bluetooth as well.
Wow, very cool.
All right, maybe you can help
See,
me with
hardware
this.
guys, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is dead. It is dead. I opened it back up, looked at everything. It looks confusing to me. Nothing stood out.
Yeah.
Nothing was disconnected. Like, none of the wiring was disconnected.
Well, you'll have to troubleshoot it on the hardware end. Do you think you'll be able to figure out something?
I'll probably, with the help of
People?
I posted my troubles already in the Atari Age forums, and a number of people have stepped up saying, try this, try this, try this.
Oh, that's good.
Unfortunately, my multimeter is not working,
Oh.
so I can't even do any traces of where things...
Of where power is running?
Yeah, does the power go from there to there?
yeah.
Now, does it go from there to there?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the Atari I've used since day one on the show. I haven't used any other ones. So today we're on a backup Atari. We're on a 4-switch Atari.
Because as one has, everyone always has a backup Atari.
Yeah, you have to have tons of backup Ataris. I have a 4-switch and I have an Atari Junior. But today we're playing on the 4-switch because it still has some faux wood paneling, so still in the theme of things. So yeah, Friday the 13th today, and it has struck.
Yes.
And it struck badly on this beautiful precious thing that I love, and this is my nightmare come true that this has failed.
But
like literally.
I think you'll figure it out. I don't think it'll be dead for long.
If it's just a power thing, I think it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah.
Especially
it's not like circuits are fried or anything like that. It's
I
just,
hope not.
It's just probably the power. Something's disconnected. It just needs to be reconnected.
I hope that's
Soldered
it.
or something. I don't know.
So this is
Not
going
a
to go away.
Hardware guy either. So.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's going to go away for a bit today. And these are for later, for Kaboom.
Sadness.
It is sadness.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sadness. Two sadnesses in a row.
Sadnesses.
So probably a bad capacitor, Spindly 1970 says. I hope so, but that means I have to either go and purchase one locally or do it over the internet if one is not available. Locally.
We've got some stores that might.
Oh yeah, they just have to have the right,
Yeah.
the same
Exactly
amount.
what you need. Yeah.
There are caps for it in the net, and
Yeah,
somebody
that's
has
good too.
pointed
Yeah.
one out to me, and it's very
Oh,
cheap,
good.
but it's just the time lag. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be away for a bit in LA,
Well-
so I'll order it now, and by the time I get back, it'll probably be here,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah.
And then I have a very short time before I leave
Wow.
again, but maybe I'll be able to get it done.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
The console 5 one, yes, that's the one I'm going to order. RC70 says the one I had as a kid, but Junior was the one I had a kid, but I played more on my friend Sixer because he had way more games. Yeah. So some more homebrew available at PRGE. Miss Galactopus, I might have mentioned that before, is going to be there. The developer says, "Hey everyone, if you're going to be at PRGE this year, stop by the Old School Gamer magazine booth. Pick up a copy of Miss Galactopus. We have 20 copies to sell at the show. It's a very fun game.
Cool.
Also, Pro Golf is going to be selling there. I think I might have mentioned this too. But I think he updated it recently. Boxes are being made for PRGE. Cart only for Desert Course Augusta. A cart only for Desert Course and Augusta. Desert Course and Augusta have male players only, and the original course has a female option, and that has a box.
Nice.
For the self-made course that he did. And he also hopes to include course maps and scorecards in the boxed version of the game.
Nice.
Which is very, very cool.
Very nice.
So we're going to get on with the first game today, which is Gene Medic by Jason H. Moore, a.k.a. Scitari. Okay. Let's switch over to that. And it's going to look a little different. Not too much different.
How different?
Just worse.
Just worse.
Just worse. Hold down the button. It's only going to look just worse. Because it's going to be RF out instead of... oh, that looks terrible. 1 second.
You did test this, right?
Oh yeah, it looked better
Okay,
than
good.
this.
Oh!
1 second.
Something's not plugged in properly.
Oh, it's all plugged in properly. You'd have nothing
Something.
if it wasn't plugged in.
Well.
I'm just gonna fiddle with some RF stuff here. Hold down the button.
RC70 says authentic.
Yeah, this is old school.
Very
authentic.
authentic.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
man.
even worse.
It's looking like the weather outside right now.
Yeah. Let's change the channel.
Oh, you've got it running through the VHS.
Yep, you have to.
Yeah.
Has to translate it. What? Why is it so terrible now? It was fine before. It was not this bad. Oh my god.
Welcome to Friday the 13th.
Yep. It was like usable.
Worse. Definitely worse.
It's getting worse.
There's more. There's even more rain on the screen.
It's the cat.
It's Pixel's fluffing it up. Pixel, come here. He's in a crazy mood too. I don't know what's going on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Pixel. Yeah. What did it look like before?
Not that. Didn't look like that snow. Looks atrocious. Okay, let's try some things.
Is it the VHS?
No. It's the RF output from the machine. Unfortunately, you can't really do anything because, look, you gotta go. You gotta go. You're not helping.
Blame it on the cats.
Like to, but I don't think it's their fault.
Oh, SplendorNet says move the Atari away from the VCR.
Ah, okay.
Give that a try. Put it on the floor. Will it fit on the floor?
Maybe I'll move the VCR instead of the
Yeah,
card,
that would work.
because I think that'll reach further.
Need a hand?
Almost, maybe. Oh,
Yes. Do you want me to hold this?
yes, please. I did test everything out before the show, and it looked acceptable. Not good, but acceptable. I just unplugged the wrong thing. Nope. What is happening? good. What is happening?
Something unplugged? No, it's all right. You just need to slide it back.
That's the one. Where's the thing I just unplugged?
It's right here. Right there.
No, not just unplugged. The one before that.
Oh, I was not looking. So.
It's okay.
Got it?
Yeah, you can put it on the ground if you can.
Well, I'll let you plug it back in.
Go on the ground. There we go. Yep, just put it down anywhere. In front of the door. Good. Thank you. Put it down.
Chaos Cat. Chaos Cat. Troubleshooting live. Yes, that is exactly right. Don't you bite me. Don't you bite me. You're the problem. RC70, this is pretty much how every session of playing Atari started as a kid.
Yep. Trying to get it working.
Throwing the cats out of the
Trying
bedroom.
to get it looking good. That was just the... Okay. Getting closer. 1 second.
Well, I'm going to sit here and have a drink then.
This better be worth it. And look better. That was a lot of trouble. That's okay. Just need to see it. Did I turn this off? Yeah, that's why. Come on. Didn't do it. One bit of good. Not one bit. Let's just fiddle with the RF here.
It is a little better. I agree.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I think it is.
Enough to play? It's terrible looking. Not even comparing it to RGB. I'm comparing it to like what I saw previous to this. Oh,
What were
is
you
happening
fiddling there? Because whatever you're fiddling, that was definitely impacting
Interesting.
the quality of the signal.
Sadly, also, the power supply is so loose in this one. Okay. This is not good. What we're going to do, switch to this.
Ah, the Atari Junior.
The Atari Junior. See how that does. The cat's at the door.
Of course.
It's got to be better than this.
Yeah, you need a please hold for technical issues screen to put up when these things happen.
I know.
Probably something with 2 fluffy cats on it and
Yes.
a test pattern.
Playing with chords.
Playing with
Eating
chords.
chewing chords.
Yes.
Chewing chords
Yeah.
would be perfect.
Nom nom nom. Dioskilos80 says, do you have another power supply to try? Well, we have another Atari to try, so we might
And
give
power
that a...
supply.
Yeah.
I just made one.
Yeah.
More powerful.
You could always try it, but if the Atari Junior works, then you might be okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. Super funny. What is happening?
If the Atari Junior is bad, it's something tuned wrong. The Junior has great RF.
Oh, does it? Okay. Come on. What is this? Unacceptable. Come on. We're going to try a different power supply right after this. So I'm almost running out of options here.
So,
What
did you fiddle with?
Just channels.
Did the receiver change to channel 4?
There's only channel 2 and 3 on this Junior. So I haven't put it on channel 4. Right now it's on channel 2. You don't have to hold that down.
Yeah.
That's kind of better.
It sort of looks the same.
It's not as snowy.
It's got a... Spartan 581, we could make a screen that has a pic of a kid blowing into a cartridge that says we are experiencing technical difficulties. Still stand by.
That's more of a NES thing. Channel 2 is better than channel 3. Oh, shall we use my new power supply? Oops. Let's try that. Maybe it's power. So Friday the 13th continues with technical difficulties. Oh my god. I can hear the hissing. What is happening? Why is so terrible? Why are they both so terrible?
That connection is fine. Even the joint there between the HDMI and the...
This?
No, the one that's
This?
hanging down on the right, on the left.
That? There?
No,
there?
between the Junior
This?
and the... Yeah, like,
Oh,
well,
that's a
that's
joystick.
okay.
That's
Oh, is
not
it?
good.
Okay, never mind.
Unplug all the joysticks. All there is power and the RF. It's a very thick RF. Look at that. Random garbage. I'm going to get another RCA cable. Another RCA cable.
Yeah. People are saying be sure the RF cable isn't near other cables that might interfere. And then
It's pretty
making sure the Atari and the tuner are both set to the same channel.
Yeah, got that.
Wondering if something electronic nearby is causing interference. But you tested it before, and it was
Yeah.
okay.
It was
So
happy. Like,
it wouldn't be the
never
lights
that
or
bad.
something that's on now that isn't.
Maybe the lights.
Turn off the lights and just see if that helps.
Yeah, maybe it's the lights because there's a lot of power running.
Oh.
That didn't help. One more. It's a totally different circuit. But.
And we're in darkness now. But that one on the left did seem to. Yeah. Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's a problem.
That one's a
And now
problem.
it just shut the whole thing down.
It sure did. Okay, so the lights possibly. The only other thing is this camera, which I'm going to turn off right now. Because I wasn't running the camera.
I'm back!
Nope,
Oh, the camera. No, the camera's not doing it.
not the camera.
Speakers?
Speakers were on,
Yeah.
but I will try them.
It looks like it is outputting channel 2 and the tuner is on channel 3, but you've been playing with those.
It would be a little bit worse, I think. Let's do that then. No, absolutely nothing on channel 3. Let's go to channel 3 again.
It's like worse. How is it worse?
This is pure RF issues. Not
When you tested it, the TV, you used it on the TV?
all exactly the same.
Everything was the same.
Exactly the same.
And nothing was different then?
No.
RC70. Now I fully understand why one would bother going through the trouble of RGB modding.
Yes. You see that now. Because it's beautiful.
Yeah, so much better.
And not as much trouble.
Yeah.
Go back to the other system.
Give her a try.
Yep. Hooray!
Oh, it's better on the floor.
It's the floor. The key is putting the system on the floor.
Yay!
So that's totally acceptable.
Yeah,
Hooray.
we can manage that. It's
Oh,
still
now
in the
I'm all
little mini screen too, so we're all good.
Now I'm all sweaty and annoyed,
Yeah.
perturbed. Look at that. Look how clear that is.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
by far the best. By far.
Oh, we can continue. Only a half an hour in. No big deal. Maybe the Framemeister. Yeah, there's a lot of cabling there. Mm-hmm. And because RF is so susceptible to it.
But you were saying you had it all set up and it was fine, so...
Yeah. This is better than how it was.
So clearly it's better off on the floor then.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good. Hooray! Yay.
Games!
Okay, let's plug all the connectors back in. And get it going.
Root.
Okay, hold the middle button down,
Look,
please.
it does look darker. One of the lights has been turned off, so...
Yeah, I can
it
turn
did
it back
seem
on,
to
probably.
be interfering, but...
Oh,
yeah.
did you push the button?
No, sorry.
I have to train you. Carolyn's good at it.
Oh ho ho ho!
Is this going to make it worse?
Marge, leave it off for now, it's fine.
Now does
Still
this,
visible.
this
Not
make
too
it worse?
shadowed.
Makes
But very subtly, that's not bad.
it's
It's acceptable.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's play Gene Medic. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, it's really rough looking. Oh my
It's
god.
okay. Authentic.
Okay, this is authentic.
Yeah.
So this is by Jason H. Moore, aka Scitari. First posted December 29, 2017. He posted it fully completed. It's a 4K game. It's the only Atari 2600 game he's made.
Cool.
And you can download it through GitHub. I'm pleased to announce the release of my first Atari 2600 game programmed in assembly language. This game is called Gene Medic and is based on a future of genome editing to cure the common diseases. There is educational value to the game as it introduces concepts such as context-dependent mutations and the electronic health record. The full details, along with the binary and heavily commented source code, can be found at genemedic.org. Many thanks to everybody who contributed to this forum. I learned a lot from this group, and of course, I'm still learning. So let's get the instructions up and see what this game is about. I suppose I'm sticking with RF. It's so much better going with RGB. Oh my god, it's complicated though. Top two rows of the patient health and the expenses score area. Tap, 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 tap. So P and dollar. Oh, it's so muddy. Each starts out as a dark brown color. The color of the score becomes more yellow as the patient health improves and as the treatment expense increases. The next row below the score is where the computer, left for the electronic health record, the medical literature, middle, and the health insurance payments, power up appear. The area below the power up is a virtual cell. The top gray line is the cell membrane, and below that is the cytoplasm with mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. Reticulum organelles.
Organelles, yes.
Organelles shown. Below the cytoplasm is the nuclear membrane, and nucleus with the patient's DNA shown in yellow. We have to start the game, press a button. There you go. Maybe that's more like it. Gameplay. The player can move left and right, but can only advance to another screen to the right.
Okay.
As the player moves across the DNA strand, a mutation indicator will appear above the player's head when a mutation is encountered. Think of this as a smart device or tricorder.
Interesting.
Once over a mutation, the player will need to decide whether to edit it or not. Editing occurs when the joystick is pressed down while over a mutation. A tricorder with a plus indicates that editing mutation will help the patient. An exclamation mark indicates the edit will harm the patient. A minus indicates that it's unknown whether the edit will help or harm. So press down.
I already did.
And what did it show?
Just went brown.
Oh, it didn't show a plus or a minus
No.
or an exclamation mark? Even did you press down or
well,
hold
I
down?
pressed down, but now it's not doing anything,
Okay,
so I
done.
missed if it actually showed something.
This can be resolved by looking up at the mutation edit effect in the medical literature. This is accomplished while using the white literature power-up that appears in the middle of the brown power-up bar, as shown above. Oh, there's nothing in the brown power-up bar right now. Pressing the joystick up while the tricorder is present activates a power-up revealing the result of the possible edit. A 4 dots indicates the mutation is context, so find another one.
Yeah.
So hold down. Made your dollars.
Oh, up is exclamation, which is negative, right?
Harm the patient.
No, thank you.
Oh, it showed a 4 dots. Indicates the mutation effect is context dependent. This means that additional information about the patient is needed to know whether the edit will be harmful or helpful.
How do you find that additional information?
Um,
Just by going up? Oh, it's harmful? Okay, skip it?
guess so. Oh, there's a record now. That thing in the middle is the
there's
power-ups. So pressing down, it said, does it.
But then what do you do?
Let's see.
It's an interesting concept.
The power-up is also activated by pushing the joystick up while the tricorder is present. The money bag power-up can be activated to provide additional resources for editing, thus reducing the expenses score. The power-up can be activated from anywhere on the screen. Scoring. Patient starts out as a 1, represented by the brown color. Indicates poor health, so you're kind of poor health. Oh, it's getting yellow. Your expenses are going up. It was a bad one. The player continues editing mutation until the player score advances to bright yellow, a 9, at which the player is cured and the game is won. A red heart will appear in the middle of the screen when the player wins the game. Decreasing the patient health below brown results in the patient's death and a loss for the player. So that is a power-up. Don't know what that is yet.
I understand. There's money.
Money bag power-up can be activated, but to provide additional resources.
What is the negative?
Okay, let me read that part out again, because
sometimes there's 4 dots, and then you hit down, and then it changes.
Yeah, editing occurs when the joystick is pressed down while over a mutation.
Yeah.
And that's what you got when you press down?
Yeah, then it
Okay.
tells you what kind of, if it was
And then a
good or bad.
tricorder with a plus indicates will help, an exclamation mark indicates will harm, and a minus indicates that it's unknown whether it'll help or harm.
But I didn't push anything. This just popped up.
This
as
one you
negative.
didn't push at all?
No.
Okay, so you don't want it.
Well, it will neither help nor harm if it's not known.
So Spartan called the Atari hardware helpline 30 minutes ago for you, James, but I haven't gotten through yet. Keep trying. If the line is busy, you just try again or stay on hold.
And you say brown is bad health?
Patient's getting better.
And then but how do I get money? I understand.
I don't know how to get that.
The power up. Like the button doesn't seem to do anything.
What happens when you press up?
Nothing.
And down?
The
Up,
only
down
the
button?
only the only interaction is with the mutation. And then so yeah, like these things up here.
Yeah.
Do you just get them when you cross them maybe?
Oh, maybe.
So if I go down, it helped.
No, your dollar went yellower.
Yeah, but the patient went yellower too, and brown means in poor health, right?
Yeah, you want to get that P
Up.
up to yellow. So try it when you're over the money
I don't
bag.
understand. No, nothing. Nothing happens over the money bag. So that made me better. Oh,
There you go.
that
That
helped.
do something?
Yeah, it did. So you have to go up.
Pressing joystick up while the tricorder is present activates the power up. So, have you been pressing up at all?
Yeah.
So go over, not over that, but over the
But what
thing.
is that? Does that do something? No, I don't understand.
Stop.
Here.
Press
at-
up.
So that. But that's a negative mutation. Nothing. It does nothing.
Okay.
Goes down and it would bring the patient's health down.
It says pressing up while the tricorder is present activates the power up, revealing the result of the possible edit.
Yeah, but no, it already has the possible edit. It's negative.
And you don't want that.
No. So here, negative again. But if I go there, so I get money. Okay, so that, but this does nothing.
Yeah.
I don't understand the patient information.
Sadly,
That made him better.
the next row, okay, the computer's on the left, electronic health records in the middle, and the insurance payments are on the right. I'll
Yeah,
let the kitties in
but
now.
they're not always there. It's bizarre. Yeah, I don't get those things. So here it's context dependent.
Yeah.
I also probably don't have any money.
Oh, you're almost out of money. So you have to press up to get the money on that one.
Yeah, so that
So that made
helps.
yours less yellow. So that's good. So press down on that.
And then
There.
it gets yellower, but my cost goes up.
Because you have to pay each time, no
Yeah.
matter what.
That's
Press up.
negative.
You want that money somehow.
Yeah.
There you go.
But then this. I don't
That's
know.
the computer. Let's see what he said about the computer again. Computer power-up provides access to the patient's electronic health record, where the details of the mutation context can be learned.
Oh.
So that helps you find out whether it's positive
so-
or negative.
So here I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I do it, and then
It
I
could
take
be
a
bad
risk.
or good.
And what
Oh.
was the heart?
Cured.
Yay!
You did it!
Nice.
Maybe if you press up and get money, the result might change. So when the 4 dots appeared, it's not been activated. When a symbol is on it, it means the powered up has been done already. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start again.
Don't try.
And so it's very...
It's very linear. You just
yeah.
go through. It's neat.
So nothing on that screen.
It's very neat. So here you can push up. Oh, I guess if it's on the screen, then it will tell you what
Right.
the mutation, if it's good or bad. Atari's here. Here to say.
So that is the electronic health record. The medical literature.
Yeah, so if the
So
medical
it-
literature is on the page,
you know.
you know what it is.
And so I
it's
don't
like,
wanna
it's
do
like
that.
a benefit.
Right.
No, because it's negative. And so again, you'll see what it is when you pass over a mutation, if there's one there.
There isn't one.
No. And then again,
Yeah. No.
Nothing.
Unfortunately.
pretty random. Yeah.
So it always costs, no matter what you do.
Always costs, and then you have to...
This one.
There. So it's negative.
And I don't want that
So
one.
you're going to skip that.
Nothing. And we don't know.
Yeah.
So I should try.
Yeah.
Oh.
Injured.
Didn't help. Injured.
Injured.
Just a bad...
You've just created cancer in this poor
Oh.
patient. You died.
Oh, I ran out of money.
You're gray.
Gray heart.
No, you didn't run out of money. You killed him. You gave him too
Oh.
many mutations.
Oh no, bad mutations.
Some
I didn't become an X-Man?
no.
So this is a bad mutation,
Yes.
but I get money for it.
You don't get money. What? No.
Yeah.
No, negative is a bad mutation,
Oh,
but
it's
you
just-
get money when you hit up. Yeah.
Oh, over top of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is good,
That's good. Do it. There you go.
but it costs me money. But I have to do it anyway. I have to
Yeah.
cure this person, right?
Yes, so you just want to do positive things. So you don't know, you take a risk.
But what does that help?
Well, it could be positive, but if it's negative, you'll go down to brown. And if you go
Yeah.
down from brown, then you're going to die. So it's risk. It's a risk assessment, I think, is the idea.
It says that you can learn...
RC70, there should be a small chance of making an X person. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no kidding.
So here you'll find out. Nothing?
And there's
Oh,
not a
I
mutation.
didn't have. I don't think I had any screens that had none.
Yeah, you did. You had
Oh,
2 at the end.
context dependent. So you don't really know.
Oh,
So go down. Go down.
nope, nothing.
You hurt, and it cost you.
Did it hurt me?
Yeah. Don't know.
Ugh. I'm gonna die if I do one more bad thing.
There you go.
There we go. Now I have some room.
Yeah.
Pretty simple game.
Yeah.
Get the money. I don't know what it is. Yay.
Negative.
Money. But there's no pressure to do it. So you can just keep going till it's all positive or you find money.
Yeah,
right?
but it would just take you longer. I wonder if there's
Negative.
a timer. Is there a score? I don't think
No,
there's a score.
That's your score.
Yeah.
So I can just keep getting the money and go for positive ones. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. See? Ignore. Get the money. Negative.
Unknown.
Money.
It just takes a lot longer.
Yep.
You're taking no risks.
Hey. If you play the game that way.
You don't need more money, by the way.
Okay. Negative.
Nope.
know.
Not even gonna try, eh?
I should now. Oh, you press up to see it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. See?
Yeah. Exclamation you can't find out. Oh, so I guess we've been passing over those and you could have been testing them. Yeah, go up.
No.
Nothing?
Can't tell. Unknown.
There you go. That helps.
That's good. It should go positive after that, though. It doesn't even tell you.
Oh, it's when you have the
Positive.
computer on the screen that you can tell what it is. You
Yeah,
can look up
only
the
on the
record.
computer.
So this doesn't work. Ah.
Oop.
Oh.
Need some money now. Need money. But he's more healthy than he is poor, so...
No?
Money.
I don't need money that bad.
So I can look that... Oh, there's nothing there. This is the final version of it, so he... Oh. There's no more additions to be made.
Nice.
I believe Thomas Jensch suggested animation
Yay!
when he's running. I'm going to read a little bit about this guy because it's actually interesting.
Okay. How do I restart? Nope. On the Atari.
Oh, yep. So he's a PhD, the guy who made this.
Mm-hmm. Seems pretty random.
But there's no threat. That's the thing. You can just keep going till...
Ah, I killed myself.
Oh no. Too risky. Oh my god. This big ad popped up. I couldn't read anything. Where is it again? Come on. There's not a lot of risk going on if you don't want to take the risk. So there should be a timer or something, right? Isn't brown money level bad? No, brown money level is good. It should that line should be going from like red to green, or green when you're fine, and then redder. And the brown and yellow too. Like it should be green is good, red is bad. I think that would be more understandable. Jason H. Moore, professor of artificial intelligence and director of the Penn Institute of Biomedical Informatics, had always kept separate his two life passions: his love for his childhood Atari 2600 home video game console and his academic interest in the field of bioinformatics. But now, with his newly developed video game, Moore has finally brought the two together. In late December, Moore unveiled his new personal project, an Atari video game entitled Gene Medic, which integrates modern developments in gene editing with old school gaming. Gene Medic is a part of a growing trend in media known as edutainment, a genre of platforms which attempt to merge education and entertainment. Similar to TED Talks and educational podcasts, Gene Medic utilizes the popularity of its medium, the Atari 2600 video game console, to educate individuals on a specific field of knowledge. It sounds like it's been written in the early 90s or something, but this was like written 2 years ago. In addition to working on the 2600 home video game console, Gene Medic can be played on a desktop computer or Android phone. I
feel like something's gone wonky with the scrolling craziness here.
It's the cat laying on the things. Are you doing that? No, he's not. Oh, God.
Yay!
Yay, you did it.
RC70 isn't brown money level bad. Actually, getting too yellow means you've spent too much money.
Look at this. Craziness.
It doesn't look as bad on the stream as it does on our TV, it seems.
This? It's this.
Oh, it's that.
2600. Oh, if I push down on it, it's better.
You'll just
Terrible.
have to sit on it for the rest of the show.
Oh, okay. So, next game. First button. Wait till it comes on the screen. Did it work? Yes. Actually, go to Battle-Zuma Trilogy first.
Battle-Zuma Trilogy.
Yep, let's go to the first one. And this is... Where are my notes again?
Ooh.
This is made by... Oh, which one did you press?
First one.
First one? Okay. This is made by Ricardo Pim, who is with us today, I believe. Cartridge slot might need cleaning. Seems like more like RF. It's reading just fine. This was posted July 21st, 2019. It's a 4K game. Ricardo Pim has made Battle-Zuma and Pac-Zuma. We're going to look at Pac-Zuma very briefly.
Okay.
Because this is just a hack of Pac-Man, so it's
Ah.
very simple. So go for it. And it's just a graphics hack. They've changed the ghosts into the skulls of Montezuma's Revenge and kind of made a little blinky hat guy wandering around getting all the pellets. Hi guys, I'm Ricardo from Brazil. I'd like to show you my Battle-Zuma trilogy game if you're interested in showing it on the Facebook page. Despite being a hack, it has significant gameplay changes and really cool story behind it. In the video description is an English translation. Now based on the story of Battle-Zuma, I created a whole new game called Battle-Zuma, which we'll play next. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the manual from Battle-Zuma. Power issues because of bad connection with the cartridge, since the Harmony uses more power than usual cartridges. Oh, interesting. Actually, this looks really clean. Probably because it's not using the advanced parts of the Harmony cart. Ugh, just nightmares. Nightmares today. We'll do what we can. You're not powered up. Doody. Battle-Zuma Trilogy. Secret Room, Lost in Hell, and Skull Returns. Oh, one more to go. Careful. And he's got Portuguese. Let's go to the English. If there is English. Ooh, English yet? Oh! No. Oh. Oh my god, there's no English.
You're gonna have to learn Portuguese.
Oh no! No English on the Battle-Zuma trilogy instructions, unfortunately.
The Battle-Zuma is pretty obvious as far as instructions.
Yeah.
As a Pac-Man
but
clone.
I think he would have some background on it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, on the Battle-Zuma there is. What is this? No, they're both in Portuguese.
Are they?
Oh no! Okay, we're gonna have to wing it. see. Okay. It's in the end. Is it? In the PDF? I went through the whole thing. Let's see. Let's go through the Battle-Zuma again. One more? Oh, no. Oh.
Ah!
Nope.
Meh.
Nothing.
Meh.
Nothing in the end.
No?
It's just more Portuguese.
That's okay.
Last thing is the matrix in here, and then there's page 12, and that's the end of the instructions. It's all in Portuguese. Sadly, but, okay, press the button.
Okay.
I'll go to the next part of the Battle-Zuma.
Okay.
It has, it's a little bit different. Oh,
Battle-Zuma
that's
2.
clean. Yeah. Lost in Hell.
Nice.
Oh, and press the button. That's handy. So this is nightmarish. So every time you get a eat a power pellet or eat a pellet, it lights up the screen, which is kind of cool.
Well, it does flash.
Until you run out of them, and then you'll be wandering the maze. So it's always, I think it'd be best to do them in some sort of order in an area, and then move on to the next area. Because if you leave one in the middle of nowhere, good luck finding it.
It doesn't light it up. It's just eating the pellet. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you eat a pellet, it lights it up. So if you run out of pellets, you will not be lighting up the maze anymore.
Gotcha.
And you're in the dark.
I'm in the dark.
Oh, yes. If you could put the link, that would be awesome. Thank you, Ricardo Pim. For both games, please. And we'll play part 3. Oh no, in the dark.
It should flash it at the beginning.
YouTube instructions. Oh boy. How am I going to do that?
Ah.
Oh, the description in the video. Okay. Description.
Oh, very challenging.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. Doing two things at once now. I have to read the instructions. Can you do the part 3, Ben? After finding Montezuma's treasure, Panama Joe returns to the Emperor's fortress in search of the secret room. When it finds, it reveals itself full of bars of gold. Only something goes away, and he gets stuck in it. Panama Joe is not alone. He is surrounded by skulls, skull ghosts from hell who need energy stones, and gold to create the stones of light and keep hell warm. Guide Panama Joe through the narrow corridors of the secret room and collect all the gold. Prevent the skulls using the 4 energy stones against them, but they will temporarily be set back into the depths of hell. Be careful, do not let yourself be captured, because in hell you will stop. Part 2, without finding the Emperor's secret room, his capture is inevitable, and the soul of Panama Joe will end in hell. Dark place totally dependent on the stones of light, which are very powerful and accumulate energy. Guide Panama Joe through the darkness of hell and release the energy of the stones of light. The task will not be easy. Darkness is a handicap, and the skulls will do anything to stop it. The energy stones against the skulls and release even more energy. The more energy released, the greater the possibility of saving the soul of Panama Joe, which is the second part. Oh, now this one, they flash, so you can't see them very well.
You can't, but they only get you if they're visible.
Oh, really? So you can pass through them. Oh.
Yeah.
That's a little helpful.
Yeah.
So this is number 3, Skull Return. Finally, the soul of Panama Joe finds peace, but not for long. The skulls invade paradise. This time, you'll command the skulls in the difficult tasks of recovering the stones of light and energy, but the task will not be easy. Panama Joe is much more powerful and can send you directly to hell with a simple touch. Take all the stones of light to return to hell. Only energy stones can send Panama Joe back to hell. A lot of hell. Wonder if
This
it's
is definitely easier than the dark one.
oh, dark mazes are the bane of my existence in
Yeah.
video games. I do so poorly on them. Oh, you can only eat them when they're visible too?
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
it's harder to get the points, probably.
Yep. Easier to evade, but hard to get them.
Ah!
Run, run, run.
Where are they? I got him. He got me.
Difficult. The dark maze mode was super awesome. Yeah, until you try it. Good luck. Oh my god. But very, very cool, dynamic. You did it!
Yay! One
I'll play this
level.
one.
You want to play this? Oh, sorry. Killed you already.
Oh, you unscrewed
Yeah,
us.
that's fun. Sorry, it kept very intense.
Keep
Very
twisting
exciting.
it. Ah! It's very hard to get them. But it's also... Well, it's not hard for them to get you because they know where you are and they're right behind you. You can pass through
Yeah.
them. Oh, just avoid them.
I like how they turn into unhappy hats and run away.
That is very cute.
Unhappy hats.
I'm an unhappy hat. I have no idea where it is. It's coming.
Yeah, it's hard to get them. I think
Super
it's
hard.
harder to get whatever points. I'm sure they give you extra points.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Like, toast. I'm so toast.
well, it's hard, but because you pass through them, you last a little longer.
Wall Jump Ninja is next.
Well,
After this game.
no,
after-
the game after this.
After this
yeah,
game.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, this
Yeah.
quadrilogy of games. Oh.
Yay!
I don't think I got
Level
that
3.
Yay! I don't think I got that last thing because it's not actually a pellet. It's an extra bonus.
You didn't get that bonus? I thought
no,
you did get
because I
it.
got the last power pellet.
No, but it was
In the middle.
under. It was
Oh,
under
maybe.
it, I think. Could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Super hard.
Ooh.
It's definitely. I don't know which do you think? Definitely the second one's the hardest.
The second one's the hardest. This one is almost easier because the guy's flash. It actually is. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it because
You have to-
it's a bit of there's a bit of strategy of like, oh, they're going black now, so run through them if you can, or
And you have to keep track of them.
you
Like,
have
you
to keep-
can't.
yeah, you have to keep an
Ignore
eye on
them
the
at
whole
all.
board because they can just sneak up on you because they're not as easy to see. I like it. It's fun.
Good little twist
Yeah.
on the 2600 Pac-Man.
Oh,
Oh, what?
You got you, I think,
pixel
before you
away.
hit it. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to
Right.
the homebrew he made, which is completely original. Actually, I'm gonna plug in the
Atari.
second joystick because this does have 2-player. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Hold it down.
I did. Sorry, which one are we playing? Battle-Zuma?
Oh my god. I don't want to play anything on this
Oh,
mess.
sadness.
Okay, hold
Atari.
it down.
You gotta stop fluffing it up.
Yep. Make it better, Atari.
Yeah.
Did you make it better? No.
No.
Maybe once you start the game. Can you... Okay.
Not as bad as it was.
Ah. Sorry, Atari.
Smack it really hard. Oh. A little better.
Oh, really? Seriously? Craziness. Moving the cables doesn't seem to do anything. Doesn't seem like RF interference. Seems like randomness because it was perfect and I just turned it off and on and it's bad again. Oh. Poor Atari feed makes the whole feed look blocky to me. Yeah, it would because it's trying to encode these millions of things on the screen that
Oh,
are
no.
constantly moving. So that makes it very hard to encode. So it's reducing the Maybe it's this joystick that I plugged in.
Could be.
Hold it down. Yeah, anytime I turn it off, just be ready to hold it down.
I usually am, but I was scratching my nose at that point in time. That's a little better.
Yeah.
Battle-Zuma.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Yep.
I'll plug in the joystick in a second. See it for that. Oh, it's the joystick.
A little bit.
A lot.
Oh, when you sit back, it went worse. Oh, no. Weird.
Doesn't like this joystick.
No.
Oh, okay. It doesn't care. It's just a trouble. It's just a
No,
problem.
it got better.
Did it?
Yeah. See, it's worse now. Ricardo Pim says the same way we resolve problems here in Brazil. LOL. Yeah, smack it hard.
Hold it down. That's weird. It's fine when you boot it without the joystick. No, it's not. Just random garbage. Oh. Thought I was going to be able to solve it with a different joystick. That is not the case. Just have to deal with it. Look at this. Pressing the button changes the look of it. Alright, okay, let's boot it up.
Alright. I think you've made it worse.
Nightmare.
Oh. Oh, that's rough to look at.
Is it?
A little bit. It's okay. Do you not have a second one of these? Or would that matter?
Doesn't matter. I unplugged this joystick and it didn't help. Battle-Zuma, a 1 or 2 player fighting game using the power stones of light and energy. The player controls Panama Joe as he fights the Skull Guardians in the entrance gardens of the Emperor's Palace. There you go. Oh, don't run into the walls. Shoot the guy. A new game by Ricardo Pim that was released in the Universo Atari 2600 Facebook group. Instructions. Guide Panama Joe through the gardens of the palace. Your mission is to defeat the horde of Skull Guardians. Recover the stones of light and energy to enter the palace. Be very careful with the walls of the gardens. They are covered with vines whose poisonous thorns are deadly. Keep Panama Joe alive as long as possible. The player starts the game with a full, non-recoverable power bar. Touching the vines on the walls, touching the Skull Guardian, or being struck by a stone will diminish your life bar. To kill a skull, the player must hit it with a stone. For this, Panama Joe can throw in 8 directions. Press the fire button to throw a stone. Use the joystick to choose the direction of the throw. The game ends. The end of the game occurs when the player runs out of power. You will score points whenever you kill a skull. When a skull dies, it will release a stone of light. Collect them for points. So there's one over on the wall that you haven't collected.
Oh, what? That?
There you go.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I didn't get the Stone of Light.
$49.75. Tip: walk to the direction you want to fire and fire.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't collecting the Stones of Light.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. There you go.
Goes crazy when you collect them. Killing a skull further away will cause it to release a larger stone, which is worth more points. Interesting scoring scheme. The further away you are from it that you kill it, the more points you get. Oh, it's stuck in a wall. Yeah! Use the game select switch to toggle between 1 or 2 players. By choosing 2 players, player 1 control Panama Joe, player 2 Skull Guardian. Both will enter a can. What? Enter a can, begin throwing stones. It is a 1-on-1 battle to see who survives. In 2-player games, both will have a life bar. The player who eliminates the life bar of the opponent is the winner. Difficult A and B keys on the left control the speed of movement of Panama Joe. Faster will allow you to dodge the stones.
He takes his stone back.
Did he? Collect
Yeah.
it? Oh, but better get it before he does.
Jeez.
Oh, you can warp through those. Can you do that too?
Yeah, probably. I don't always find the throwing to be exactly what you think it's gonna be. There we go.
Oh, Coconut _81 subscribed. Thank you so much, Coconut. Even at this terrible RF looking Atari 2600.
Authentic.
Yeah, oh, we're doing it old school tonight. Don't run into the walls.
I know. It's the whole moving in the direction you're trying to go. Oh,
Oh, there's two of them. Oh, is that a bigger
oh,
coconut?
coconut.
Coconut?
Light.
Lightstone.
Light.
I don't know why I thought it was a coconut.
Because you just said the word coconut.
Why did I say coconut?
Because of
Is that in the
coconut.
game?
No, the guy who just subscribed.
Oh. It's now a coconut in the game.
I mean, coconut does sound appropriate somehow. Oh,
Yes.
shoot.
I love the Atari 2600. Still have mine set up. The lady, by the way. Did you say guy?
The guy? Eh, lady works too.
Yep.
Guy is generic, but
Nope, two-player.
two-player. Oh. Guy's
Oops.
a generalization.
Died immediately. I'm going to kill you. Ready? Oh, it's close.
Did I hit you?
Nope. I hit you.
Ah.
And you hit the wall.
I know. You're more likely to hit the wall than.
Oh
I
my
gotcha.
God. I reset and then hit the wall.
Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame the shots don't go by. Can you hit yourself?
No,
Ha
you
ha!
can't.
Oh, that's a shame.
You can't. You're almost dead.
Ah!
And you're dead.
Because I keep hitting the wall. Ah, man.
Simple arena shooting game.
Ah. See, it's way
Oh,
too
you're
easy.
hiding.
So you don't get damaged when you hit the wall.
I do, yeah. Oh,
Do
yeah.
you?
I've hit the wall. Oh. I definitely. Yeah, that would be very unfair. It would have to give you some sort of bonus. Like a very big advantage, like faster bullets or something, if I couldn't die from hitting the wall. That would be cool, though, to have a different skill set.
Ah.
Oh! Ah! Ah!
Oh, you keep getting me! Stop it!
You hit the wall.
I know, it happens a lot.
Oh.
I swear, I'm at a disadvantage if I hit you.
Just know, for those of you who use RF to play
It's
heavy
not
sixers,
that bad.
no, it doesn't. It's just crazy today. I apologize. It's Friday the 13th. Things are bad that are happening.
Yeah, it's true.
It actually looks very nice and saturated. Yeah. Oh, you mean not this? When you actually have it. Yeah. So yeah, we did have it working for a little bit, and it looked fine. But now it looks bad again. It's just a bunch of interference. Maybe it's the lights again, but it was fine for a bit, so it's just random. It's ghosts in the machine. Causing trouble. Ah.
Sometimes I can. It's hard to get the diagonal.
It is. And you only get one bullet at a time.
It's true. I'm gonna have to wait. Ooh. Close, so close.
Oh, and you move exactly the same speed as the bullet. So you can run away from it.
You can, yeah.
But then you have to dodge it too.
Ha ha ha.
You get me. You can't get me.
Ah, I hit the wall.
Oh, you hit me. Oh.
Ah!
Yay!
Oh. That's fun. Ah! Ah! Stop running into me!
That's my new tactic.
Hey!
It's to wait till you shoot and then run at you. Yeah. little hard to get the diagonals. Hard to move. Oh,
Yeah.
just one. Just
Excellent.
barely one. I was going to say the skull got much faster. 13th and a full moon, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a double whammy. It's killing me today.
Too much.
Hold down the button. Put this back in so I can record a score if I get one. Thank you very much. And we're going to move on to Wall Jump Ninja. Oh, good. It looks good. Thank God. So thank you, Ricardo Pim, for making that fun little
That's
game.
really fun. I really like that. It's fun. It's a fun two-player. I like two-player games.
Yes. This is Wall Jump Ninja version 1.1 because 1.0 has a bug. I don't know if they're issuing cartridges with the 1.1, but I would think they would by now.
Probably.
Because this was put out a couple years ago.
Gotcha.
So this is one of my favorite games in the 2600.
Excellent. It's one of my favorites too.
It's a one-button game made by Walaber. No idea what his real name is. He signs it Walaber on the box too.
Excellent.
It's a 4K game, probably one of the best 4K games out there. And we played it last officially on August 23rd, 2018. But we also played it in the Stellathon as well. Briefly, but I didn't get enough time.
Well, we played it for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we all got a shot at it, so...
Yep. So, I'm trying to get my high score back. World record back.
Okay.
I had 67
Rooms,
for a
because it's
while.
by room, yeah.
67 for a while. I got it in April 2018. And then Arrowhead 12 from Edmonton, Alberta.
Nice.
Close enough to drive to.
Yeah.
Beat it on January 5th, 2019. Nice. It's only 10 hours away. So I had it for 8 months. So it's time to get it back again. And he beat me by 2 rooms. He got 69 and I have 67. But I have a plan.
Ah.
But it's not easy plan. I just have to execute it. Is use the warp. I think I'd skip two of them. The power-ups. So if anybody hasn't played this, you jump from room to room by pressing the button. The longer you hold the button, the higher you jump in the air. So I held it pretty long there. And you can just tap it if you want kind of a purely kind of horizontal jump straight across. There are spikes on the walls. Don't touch those. There's a ever encroaching wall of zapping.
Flashing zappiness.
Flashing zappiness that's coming. You slide down the wall, so you don't really stick to it. So below you is lava. Doesn't have to be lava, but it's pretty irrelevant whether there's lava or not. I always play on the lava, just because, why not? So I've skipped 1 already, and my plan is to skip 2 of them. Because when you get all 5 and spell out ninja, you warp 8 rooms, did we determine, I think? So that's the second skip. And there's these things we call plumb bobs.
Plumb bobs!
But I don't know if they have a name in the manual.
They're plumb bobs.
But they're plumb bobs to us.
Yes.
And as you progress, the holes, the openings, get smaller.
A lot smaller.
So that's...
Very precise jumping, within like a pixel's width.
Yep.
And they can get
Not a pixel cat width, but...
No. Well, pixel is pretty skinny too. But, oh no,
And I'm dead.
Zan dead. This is where it gets really hard, is you hit the late
What's
50s.
a plumb bob? A plumb bob is something that hangs from a line, usually to measure something.
Yes.
Sometimes frequency, I guess, or to draw, or...
I can't remember. I think it's for measuring height, because it's consistent height. So, but I mean, I've never used one.
No, they're old school.
They're very old school.
Lasers. It's all about lasers now.
Yeah. A flum bob, as
Flum?
RC70. Plum
Plum.
line. It's
Plum-
the
plum
plum
line.
But anyway, but it looks like it's like a weight, and it has that diamond shape, sort of a diamond shape, or a,
Yeah.
anyway. Plum bob.
So yeah, when you spell out ninja, you warp ahead X number of rooms. I think it's 8.
Yeah.
But I have to time it up at the right time because that's the second one. If you get it too early, and you can get it pretty early, you just warp to a very hard spot. And you're pretty much going to die unless you're an expert at it, because it gets down to a point where the height of the opening is the same exact height as the ninja. So you have to time
Oh, it's just
your
absolutely perfectly.
perfectly. I believe I did an analysis of this, and it's a second miss. You get 11 horizontal pixel movements. So if you time it up, you can get the guy through the opening easily enough, but you have to be able to nail it. So you're kind of practicing at all times your precision. You always want to try and see. No good.
Yeah.
No
But this
good.
is where it gets hard. This is the 50 plus. It starts to get a bit more challenging.
The opening closes.
So I take it you're not giving me a shot. I'm gonna get a
After
drink.
this?
I'm gonna come back.
Oh, okay.
No, you do your thing. I will play a little bit after. Kitty.
So what I want to do is time it up around 65, 64, 65, and get the warp around there, which will put me past into at least 70. Now I think we might have to map this out again because I've completely forgotten which rooms everything are in. Which rooms everything is in. So I think I'll get Tanya to do that. And map out. But I don't know if getting the icons actually change where the next icons are, or they're consistent. A little bit of RF nastiness there. Raining out again. It's been crazy rain for the past couple days in Vancouver. But you're thinking, oh, that's not anything special. It's Vancouver. It's like Seattle. It rains all the time there. No, we've had crazy rain. Like abnormally pouring hard rain. And you do have to time up your jumps pretty good with the plumb bobs. Because they kind of do that. Oh, I just about hit my head on that. Oh, that was good. See, now it's getting really... This is the one I have trouble with, that one right there. So that I don't want to get, because it'll warp me, and I'm already at 59. I have to make this. And I didn't. 60. Ugh. Northwestern Ontario's rained an insane amount for the last week as well here. I think someone on high score scored a 76. 76! 76! Please point out, please provide a link for that, because I just updated this to like 2 days ago, looking at the high scores, or yesterday, and it was still at 69. Oh, high score. Well, they have to submit that then. I want to see the... Do they have a screenshot of it? Because I know some of those contests online, they don't provide a screenshot. But I think you have to do that with... I want to map out the letters. If you can get a piece of paper and a pen.
Mm-hmm.
There's paper in the printer. There's pens on the desk right there.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Oh, I see one. Sorry.
Just doing the tray.
I'm laughing because I don't know where the paper is in this printer.
Oh, you've never loaded
Obviously,
it.
I've never loaded it. What are we doing?
Mapping
What, the
out,
rooms?
Yeah, which
Have we
rooms
done
have
this
what?
before? I
We
swear.
did, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Room 43?
Yeah, I can. I
They
know
don't
we
need to
did
have
this. They are
letters.
patterned, but no, I know the letters change.
I think they're always in the same.
I think that they are, yeah.
Started with 43 on the left-hand side of the page.
The left-hand side, at the bottom.
Oh, you're doing it vertically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The left-hand side. Vodka, water, fruit drink. Yes, vodka. Blueberry vodka.
Blueberry.
Vodka soda. It is Friday.
It is a mix of soda.
I guess I'm only ever here on Friday evening, so.
Every second Friday. That's
it
true.
does make me look like a lush, but.
11?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to announce it.
No.
I will keep my eye out.
Excellent. I'll announce it anyway.
Yes, it is cocktail night. Cocktail and Wall Jump Ninja.
19. Somebody said that somebody got a 76 on the high score competition.
A 76?
Yeah.
Really?
They didn't submit it to highscores.com, which
Oh,
is
they should.
baffling. No, they shouldn't. Not yet.
76
Let me have-
is pretty darn high.
Let me have the top spot for at least a week. If I can even get it.
No, it's challenging for sure.
Yeah. But did they use a real console? Because there are separate categories. So I actually didn't look at emulate.
Yeah, if other categories, yeah,
I
possibly.
didn't actually look at emulate.
This would be an awesome just cell phone game.
Oh yeah.
Every time I see
43?
it. Yeah,
You
I
already
got
got that
that
one.
already. Don't worry. You don't have to announce them. I'm paying attention. RC70, it's Friday somewhere, everywhere.
It is? No, it's not. Friday somewhere everywhere.
Happy hour maybe, but
Oh, okay. I don't want to get that. 59.
54. Wasn't it?
It
No, it was 59. Sorry, the 4 does look like 9.
Oh my god.
I'm reading what's in the chat. 65. See, look at that. Look at that. You have to be so precise.
See, I need to know
Yeah.
how many
So
ahead.
you warped from 59 to 67. So you warp ahead. Or sorry, 65. That someone said 67. So yeah, so you warp 6.
That's not enough. Is it always 6? Do you
Yeah,
think?
I think so.
I'm gonna get all the letters. I'm
And
gonna
then
try and
see
get
the
all the
warp.
letters.
Because the warp was at 59.
Yeah.
So
The one I got was at 59.
yeah. The first one's at 11.
Okay. Yeah, if you can announce them, because I want to make sure, because some of them are
Yeah.
very easy to avoid.
And then the next one's at 19.
Okay. I don't want to avoid any this time.
No.
If I can. But some like that, it's like you just. It's so hard not to jump through 2.
27.
The next one is like almost an automatic. See, I'm jumping through 2, which normally is a wonderful thing. I'm not going to get that one.
Oh.
Because it's too hard to.
27,
It's
yeah.
very hard
You
to
just
actually
have to.
get
You
that
just
one.
have to. Yeah, slip down. And then 35. Yeah.
That one's hard too.
Yeah. Some of them aren't quite so simple.
I'm going to end up getting the exact same ones I got last time.
43 is the next one. $51.
And I think last time we charted out which one I had to get. And it wasn't, obviously it was the one after that.
Yeah.
But to get there...
And then 59. And so you got 59 last time.
Oh, well.
So you want to get to the one after 59, wherever that happens to be.
Yeah, might as well try for it.
Avoid all these extremely dangerous plumb
Couldn't do
bobs.
that one.
Yeah. Coconut 81. 69 is the highest score on non-emulated on highscore.com.
Can somebody look up the emulated
Yeah.
high score?
It might have been emulated then.
Yeah.
So 11, 19. $27.
What is that? Can you look on the
27?
chat?
Oh, emulated is 89.
89.
I'm 35.
89. That's really high.
Yeah, very precise.
I wonder why it's so much higher on the emulation.
Better timing? I don't know.
Better cheating?
Better cheating? 43.
It's just a one button.
It is one button.
Just more people
But
have...
maybe you have a more responsive button. I don't know.
More people have
Played it
a
on
computer.
the emulation, yeah.
Yeah. Than they do a real hardware.
Next one's at 51. Come on, Bob.
So it's just the sheer number of people playing it.
And 59.
So I need to get 2 more.
Do you?
Yeah. I just got N. So I need to get J and A. That's good. This one's the hard one.
Yeah, I always find it hard. You have to go from below. 57 is very hard.
Yeah, that's where it gets
Really hard. 89 is warp at 83, IS Posta says. That makes sense.
83. Damn.
Writing that down. Yeah.
There's an 83.
Well, okay, 1, 2, 3,
Like
4,
I'll even mark it
5,
there.
and then you would warp. 1, 2. No, you'd be saving your. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's 2 in between,
Uh-huh.
so you would get the 5 in warp, and then another 5 in warp, and that
Really?
would get you to 89, I think. If there's 2 between 59 and 83, which there may or may not be. So that would actually make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would be 83, and you'd warp. So you'd have to get every single warp,
Yeah.
and then get through the worst part of, yeah. Yeah, so that would kind of make sense.
That would be the best strategy
Challenging.
if you're going to go for that high of a
Yeah.
score.
Well, if you're precise and you catch it all. So yeah, that would make sense.
When I was getting my world record numbers, I was playing this quite a bit. Those,
51, 59 is the next one. Oh, the plum bobs. Oof, it's a tough one. This one especially so. Oh,
damn it!
especially so. McAllister. Even 83 is pixel perfect jumps for 18 levels. Yeah, those are hard levels.
Yep, with spikes and plumb bobs, with pixel perfect jumps.
Oh yeah, you said it warps 6, not 5, so actually 89 wouldn't be at the end of a warp at 83. I'm confused then. Could have been a warp at 82. I don't know.
I really want to confirm that it is 6 every time.
I think
So I'm
it
gonna
is.
try and get that in.
Just go for the warp then, randomly.
Yeah. If I can get this in. Yay! Got the hard N.
It's just all the timing. Even all kind of fuzzy. Looks good. I love the backgrounds on
That's-
this game. I love the colors and how they change.
Got the J.
It's really well done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very
It's just
clean looking
one of
game.
one of my favorite games. It's so nice to play.
Soothing
And
colors.
soothing and addictive. That's how all games should be.
Okay, here we go. 43 to.
Oh, you didn't get it?
Nope. Can still get get the next one, which
Yeah.
would still be different, or no?
51 is the next one.
Not quite enough. '51, 57. Yeah.
It's a horrible
So it is
58.
confirmed that it is 6. At least
Yeah.
on those two. So we can probably say that it is on all of them.
Oh. So challenging. Ah,
Damn it.
61.
No
Pretty
joystick
good.
in this game? Nope. None at all.
None
not
at
even,
all.
Not even in the menu.
Just need a button.
No joystick whatsoever. This doesn't do a thing. One button. One button to start. One
Yeah.
button to get back to the menu.
The
one button to
joystick
jump.
is just for comfort, so you
Yeah.
have somewhere to place your left hand.
That's right. Oof, get close to the bottom there. Okay, now I don't need to experiment with the warping anymore. I just need to get the right warp on the right level. Which is what? Getting it on the one after 59, I guess. Yeah.
You're trying to get to 69?
70 at least. Or 69 I can tie, but I don't want to tie.
I mean, in rough terms, it's every 8 levels. Yeah,
Right.
it is, actually. It starts at 11 and it's every 8.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Assuming that pattern, that sequence keeps going,
What's
there'd
the
be
next
one
one?
at 67, and there'd be one at
67
75.
would be enough. 67 would be enough because you get a warp. You
Yeah.
warp at 6.
So
I have to make it to 67
1, 2, 3,
and get
4,
an A on
5, 6,
67.
7, 8. Yeah, so you have to get past 57 first. That's actually really hard getting through that tiny spot. You almost have to do it the first time, and that's what's so frustrating is it takes you so long to get there, and then you
Yeah.
don't really get a chance to practice it. You get like 2 shots at it, and then you start right back at 1 again. So I'm guessing in emulation you can't like start later in the game or.
I went to 90 level 100
Really?
in emulation.
So you can start later in the game.
No, you just do save states.
Yeah, but that seems like cheating massively.
No, that is cheating.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what
No,
happened.
but you get to practice, whereas
Yes.
playing on the console you don't get to practice. So.
Ah, damn it.
61. Yes,
Yeah.
you're doing pretty good.
Yep.
So yeah, if you can hit
What number?
67,
Oh, okay. I can do that.
yeah, you did well.
only
Go past 57.
6 more rooms and I can get the
Yeah,
world record.
or get to 69.
Because I did a video on,
Yeah.
posted on YouTube, what happens at level 99 or level 100. The screen goes nuts.
Does it?
It goes crazy.
Nice.
But the game still goes, keeps playing.
It keeps flashing?
And it's like super flashy, so
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
good luck
no.
playing like that.
No, I can't do that. I'd have a migraine.
Yeah. It's
I'm not good with the super flashy things.
no,
A little bit is okay.
yeah, for very
What
brief periods
what
of time.
movie were we watching? Enter the Void.
Into the Void.
Oh, and I just spent the whole movie looking down at my feet because it was so psychedelic.
Irreversible has the same.
Does it? Yeah.
Some of it, I think, just the title sequence.
Oh yeah, but I can't watch it. I don't have, epilepsy or anything like that,
No.
but I can't watch it, so.
It's too much.
It is too much. Filmmakers, stop doing that. I suppose that's why I typed warp at 67. Yeah, no, we kind of
I'd figure it out.
figured it out. We've done this before. This is
Yeah.
not the first time we've written this down.
Can you write the name of the game at the top so it's not a piece of paper with a bunch of numbers? Because that's probably why it got thrown away.
We'll just put it in like our keep, and then
Well, I have a stack of papers of
yeah, but
video games.
but you could. It's probably easier to just save it electronically somewhere.
Ah,
Ah, is it? Oh, you're at the A. Oh, no mistakes. Sorry, I should not, never mind, don't listen to me.
You're causing trouble.
No, I'm just trying not to jinx.
Ah, one try. Oh, I made it.
Oh. 58.
Oh no, I'm gonna touch it.
Okay, 67. Meow.
Oh, 4 more rooms.
63. Getting there. Doing well.
Yep, getting more precise with the jumps.
So RC70, this reminds me of a stage in Hollow Knight. It's a one-chance arena battle. There's tons of rounds, and it gets harder. As it gets harder, the board shrinks, and you have to wall jump while fighting.
Oh boy.
Never been able to beat it, and I have the game 99% complete. Yeah, that does sound quite challenging.
Hollow Knight. Don't have that.
Hollow Knight.
I have Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of
Don't
for
have
a second
Hollow
there.
Knight.
No.
I've heard of Hollow Knight, but I don't know what it is.
I need a good RPG to play.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One with a lot of story or little story?
I love a lot of story.
Okay.
But I haven't played... I'm not a huge fan of Japanese RPGs, I guess.
What kind then?
I don't know. Something in the vein of, like, Dragon Age or Fallout or... I just... the moment the weather starts to get cold and it starts to rain, it's like, okay,
Video
it's
game
RPG. I need something. Because I was... what was the game I've been playing for a long time was... Horizon Zero Dawn, which was excellent. Anyway, I'm getting off topic from Atari.
No, it's games. They're fine.
Yeah,
with that.
but no, and I liked it. I got pretty far, and I started to do the expansion, and then I just got a little bit sort of sick of the gameplay a little bit. So I wouldn't say I'm 100% done it.
I don't think I want that one.
But 51? No. Oh, at the end? You need to get the one at 59 then.
Yeah, because that A was hard to avoid last time.
Yeah.
So.
It's probably easier to get it. Who knows?
Lava or electrocution.
Yeah.
Electrocution. You made the later jumps in emulation. They are possible. Oh yeah, all the jumps are possible.
They're just hard.
They're just hard. I had to do like 5 times on each one. Because they are literally you just barely fit. And on these high levels, like 59?
Yeah.
Or 67?
Oh yeah, it's challenging.
You barely
there.
fit through.
Yeah.
Like,
barely.
one more pixel smaller and you wouldn't fit through, physically fit through.
Yeah, anyway, I need an RPG. I need something with an extended story. I suppose we have, well, we probably have some games I can pull out.
RPGs though? I don't think so. Maybe. I'll have to look through them.
I miss Dragon Age.
They just made it online and that's it?
I don't know. I don't know.
But a non-online, non-multiplayer.
I don't
Well,
tend
you
to enjoy them. I don't think the story modes are as good, usually.
No, because they have to be so general
I know.
that everyone can play as a party.
I know. I'm not
So
against
single-
that, but...
Right.
Because there's the Fallout 76. I don't know. Or Elder Scrolls, they have an online game too.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm up to A already. I've been getting everything
Yeah,
accidentally.
So you have to avoid at 51 and 59 then.
Okay, that's not too
Avoid
bad.
51, 59. Don't get that one.
Try. Not to.
And avoid at 59. Try Dragon Stomper.
Stomper.
It's quaint fun. All right.
Quaint fun or quite fun?
He said quaint. I kind of like quaint fun. But quite, I'll take either.
Damn it.
57 kills me. I don't think I've gotten past 57. I always struggle.
It's hard because the spikes are
Yeah.
right
I always
where you
struggle
want to
with
be.
57. Dragon Stomper.
And you can
excellent.
jump when you're in between them, and you can also jump when you're below them. But they're both hard. I don't think I want to get that one. I like shooters and platformers. And I've got a stack of them upstairs waiting for me. Never I stop doing all the things I do. Which will be never. So they'll just stay unplayed. Sadly, there's a company called Limited Run Games. Well, they're awesome. But I have to buy the games when they put them out that I like, because then if I don't, I will never be able to buy them. Because they go up in price by double if you don't buy them immediately.
If ever you need to pay for your retirement, you'll just have to resell them all.
At a very specific time. And
Yeah.
Not too late.
Not
So
too
all the
late.
people who want to play those games would be like, I don't care about them anymore.
Yeah, but they're more modern games. Anyway,
Modern retro, the ones I play.
I digress, but because they do they're limited runs,
Yeah.
so yeah. I know your obsession with limited run
They'll
games.
probably go up as soon as the store closes down for PS4.
Oh, 54.
Because they are games that are available for download.
Yes,
but they've
yeah,
put-
they're just not on physical media, right?
Yeah, these are on physical media. So when the store shuts down and nobody is able to buy them anymore, then they'll shoot up.
Yeah. Yeah, Hollow Knight, excellent platformer. RC70 says.
Okay,
Have to
excellent.
look that up. Yeah. Hollow Knight and Dragon Stomper. I have to look at what that company is doing, because they did Baldur's Gate and they did Dragon Age.
That's a good idea. Oh, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, that's right.
There, you
yes.
can play that one.
Yes, that will be coming out soon, I think.
It's pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, good call.
But you have to wait till the expansion packs are in the disc. Well, then we'll have to
It's
buy
not
it
gonna
twice.
Yep.
Buy it when it first comes out, and buy it when it's like the ultimate pack.
Get my overtime in at work and
Take time off. Have a staycation.
have a staycation.
Played Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, I am kind of looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Does look very good.
Yeah.
So that's Project Red that did
The Witcher.
Witcher.
Oh, yeah, and the Witcher TV series or movie is coming out?
TVs?
I can't remember if it's TV or movie, but I'm also very excited about that. So.
Is it rated R?
I hope so.
Why wouldn't it be? Because the games were.
The games very much were.
It's like when they made, in the 80s, made Rambo action characters for kids.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
kids never saw these movies.
Yeah.
What the hell are you making action characters
Oh, they
for?
did. They did. Parents were not nearly as
Oh, come on.
picky.
No, they weren't. You're breathtaking. Do you know that thing? It's Keanu Reeves came out to introduce Cyberpunk 77.
Oh, okay.
E3
No, I
or
don't think I
something.
saw that. That's so funny.
And he was coming on stage. Everybody's going, woo! And when it calmed down a bit, somebody said in
Screamed
the crowd,
out.
"You're breathtaking." And he said, "You're breathtaking," back to them. And it became a meme.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
He's like one of the people who can do no wrong.
He can do no wrong. I was watching some thread talking about how Keanu's like kind of an extreme introvert. And when you see
Yeah.
him in interviews, you're like, oh, he's really awkward. He's a really awkward guy.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of makes him even cooler somehow. I don't know.
Endearing.
Endearing is the term. Yeah.
This game, you get into a zone.
You do, and that's the funny thing. Like you're holding the full conversation while playing it.
'Cause you
even
can.
though it's hard, but it's just now I'm yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Distracting
It happens.
you. But it's one of these things. It's just
It's because it's only one button.
Well,
and it's just how long you press it and where you slide down to.
it's like you can take over like just one mental wavelength of your brain and still do other things. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, the parents were asleep. Yeah, late night.
Yeah, there's like, no. Kids watched, like, I can even remember, Because I was always scared of movies. I didn't want to see scary movies. I didn't want to see
Right.
bloody movies. I was a terrified child. I don't know.
Terrified
But I had so many friends, and they would watch tons of R-rated films and
Yeah.
like very violent films.
They had older brothers or sisters.
I don't know, but their parents seemed to be totally fine with us watching them at like sleepovers when we were young.
Well, if you have a group of 10 kids, there's bound to be one parent that is a little bit more lax with the rules.
It's so true.
And all those kids know which kid it is.
Mm-hmm.
We sleep over at so-and-so's. And your parents don't know how they are, so it all works out.
And parents don't know until you have nightmares the next night. And they're wondering.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, they were just telling scary stories. Why? I knew it as soon as I jumped.
I can play for a bit if you want to break.
Yeah. After this
Rest your hands.
Sorry, I've been
No.
totally hogging it.
When you get in the zone, you get in the zone. But if you want to break, let me know.
I think possibly the last 2 runs were not good.
If I can hit 57, I'll be very happy for myself. That'll be personal.
Yeah, personal best
Yeah,
or tied.
I always think I think that's the best I've done. And 57, I just can't get through the teeny tiny door. Although now I feel like I need to go on the emulator and practice that room. That would probably help.
I don't know if it helps. It's just
No,
hard.
It is just hard.
Generally hard. Just playing it helps. Just because you're just more practiced at trying to see. That's terrible. You should always aim for the middle of the opening, no matter where you are in the game. Or if you want to try and skirt the bottom of it, is probably even better. Because you always know where the bottom is, but and there is a ceiling on this.
Well,
if anybody has ever seen me
sort
hit the ceiling and slide back down the wall.
There's not. It's not so much there's a ceiling, but the line might not be visible, but there is a line further up the wall.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the top of the right-hand side extends up, even if there's not a spot there. So you can't just jump as high as you want to get through an opening. You only have 2 turns. I had to jump then.
No.
There wasn't enough time. 4 away again.
63. 63 is kind of... And dead.
See, it has my high score there. It is
63?
real. 67.
Oh.
Saves it on the Atari box.
Get in the zone of
Half
this
my
again.
friends' family had descramblers so we could watch pay-per-view movies over and over. Misery was particularly traumatizing one I
jeez.
remember. Yeah, psychologically traumatizing. Because, I mean, there's a couple of violent scenes in it, but not... But like one.
But it's
really.
more the emotional trauma than
It is.
the actual...
Like being
And like,
trapped.
I was scared to watch
With
E.T.
no escape.
when I was a child, and that's really mild. But I just, I was
sick alien,
just,
huh?
I know. Drew Barrymore.
Oh, I didn't change the graphic. Come on, guys. Help me out. It's a bad day. It's a bad day today.
Oh. Ah.
The legs. Particularly the ankles, I believe.
The what? The
In Misery, what
oh
the super fan does to
with
his
the
ankles. The sledgehammer, or whatever it is. 47.
meh.
That is hard timing up the.
I know,
Plumb bobs
and I think
with the jumping.
there are certain rooms where it's like there's a specific sort of timing that you need to do.
There is, yeah.
And if you haven't done it in a while, you kind of forget.
Yeah, when to slide down, when to jump.
When
if
to
you have to do it
jump,
fast at first.
After you've
and
done
then-
it for a while, it's kind of in your muscle memory.
Yeah.
And obviously there are rooms that you can quite easily jump through.
Yeah, well, you kind of accidentally do it because you don't, unless
Sometimes.
you've memorized where the holes are, it's pretty hard to avoid or do it on purpose. That one,
It's hard not to.
It's hard not to because if you jump in the middle, you're just going to go straight through the next middle. Maybe if you jump near the top or the bottom.
That one there, I find very hard to get.
Very hard. Hoping for a warp beforehand just to get
I don't
your
know. I just
personal
want
high
to get
score.
them up. I think it's easier to avoid them than hit them.
Oh yeah.
See, they do that on purpose.
Oh yeah. They do. He puts them where it's difficult. So in this game, it's all about when you release the button.
It is.
Because if you just tap the button, you pretty much go straight across. But he will keep going upward until you release the button.
Ah,
Oh,
no, 57, 55, sorry, 57 is where I'm
Aiming for.
aiming for. Do you want to go again? Or?
If you're done for now.
Yeah, for now. 57. I'm pretty sure I made it to 57.
And he was a wonderful programmer and put the button to restart the game.
Yay!
Yay! Thank
Yeah,
you.
what a concept, yeah.
Yeah.
Atari is just having a lovely time watching us
Yes.
play. Yeah, Pud. Yeah.
Yeah. A happy cat.
Oh, so full of love and purrs right now. He's got the biggest, fluffiest beige belly here. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Does he come in when you play with Erlen and Darcy?
It's totally random.
Yeah.
It is absolutely random. He might not. Might lay on the floor. They might fight.
They usually fight.
They haven't been fighting too much.
Oh, they were
lately.
fighting in the hallway. I don't know if you noticed
Earlier?
earlier. It
No.
was silent, full-on cat fight going on over there. They were just like on their hind legs attacking each other like bears fighting, you know?
It's good when it's a silent fight. Means it's not a real fight.
Yeah. No, that means they're play fighting. But,
Yeah.
you
There's
know.
no hissing. There's no
Yeah.
yiping.
Len McCallish says Invasion of the Body Snatchers started at midnight. Sleeping was not an option. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of any films that really spooked me though. When I was very
Yeah.
fearful to watch anything.
Halloween.
Oh yeah. So Halloween. Halloween. I watched. I was older though.
Damn it.
I would not say I was a child. I think I was like 20 when I saw it.
20.
Yeah.
I thought you were younger when this story.
No,
happened.
no.
Damn it.
No. I think I was like 20.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not a horror movie fan, but I was working one summer and
That's terrible.
one of my colleagues invited us all to their cabin on a lake and we watched Halloween and
Or is it Halloween or is it Friday the 13th? Sorry.
which is the one with
The lake and the cabin? Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
not Halloween.
Sorry, not Halloween. Yeah, so Friday the 13th at her cabin on the lake, like literally like a rickety cabin. There was no sleep happening that night. That was a good one.
It was on purpose for sure.
Oh, yeah.
By the
And there were like 9 of us in this cabin. And that was it. No, there was no sleep. The sun came
a lot
up.
of screaming and
Yeah.
clutching of blankets.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I wasn't that young. I was not a fan of horror films. Still not really. Honestly?
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not a horror film
There's
person.
specific ones that are not really...
The psychological, like, suspense films I don't mind,
Yeah.
but I don't like a lot of...
Silence of the Lambs kind of thing.
Even that's pretty awful.
Yeah.
But the super violent stuff I'm not a huge fan of. Although in video games, no problem.
Oh, well, they're so detached from
yeah,
reality.
that's true.
They're almost to a point where you could probably get pretty scared. Well, they are. You're just not playing the right ones. You don't play the jump
I don't play
scare.
horror. I don't play the jump scare horror games. I am not a fan of that. Were you playing one?
No,
you
I
were
don't play
playing
them.
Half-Life like 2 or something. And that just used to freak me out because things would jump up behind you in dark rooms
There's
and
some.
Half-Life 2? Was it Half-Life 2 or Half-Life the original one? I can't remember, but
Damn it!
That I found terrifying. Oh, RC70, Resident Evil was the first game I was afraid to play. Yeah, even just the name, it's not going to happen.
Gonna stay away from that one.
Yeah, I'm not I don't know. Even playing Elder Scrolls games, when you go down into like the Goblin dungeons, he thinks it's hilarious. You've watched me play them, and I'm like screaming because something attacks me from behind.
Get panicky in the controls. Controls go all awry.
Yeah, that's true.
Start switching weapons. And...
And I'm usually a spellcaster, so it just all goes all over
all
the place.
goes to hell.
Yeah, I'm just not good with the darkness and the things jumping out. Yeah. Spazzy. It doesn't work out well.
I think it's Doom. I haven't played it. Where you have the option of either your gun or the flashlight. Not both. Somehow there's duct tape is not invented in this.
Actually, Fallout 2 is pretty terrifying in places.
No,
Fallout in general.
Oh,
the Fallout
as well.
series. Yeah. If you're in the...
It can be, yeah. Train stations?
Oh, yeah. When you're in the subway lines. Because there's always lots of zombies in there, and then going into the vaults too can sometimes be dark, completely dark, and somewhat terrifying. So, anyway, games that scare me. But again, not so bad that I can't play them. RC70. Adventure was the first game I remember getting scared over, but it was a fun scare. Anything dark, really. When things kind of jump out at you and terrify you.
So what room do I need to do it in?
67? What did I do with it? 67. Ooh, good job.
Damn it! To do it beforehand. That's the room. That's the tough room. That the timing of the plumb bob is treacherous. That's when I die on all the time.
Oh, yeah, supposed to. I just did a Freddy Krueger 2600 Sprite today.
Ah.
Nice.
Very good. You can do it, James.
Yes,
I know I can. I think it's a matter of when.
We might be here for a while.
How long? So I was considering doing a whole stream on just this. Because it may take a while.
You will need some other entertaining things going on in the background.
Do a bonus stream, maybe.
Yeah, other games. Have you played any games that are like horror games that you've found
I don't enjoy
jumpy?
them.
No?
I don't enjoy jumpy games.
Yeah.
It's just not fun. It doesn't add anything, I find.
You know, some people just really like being scared. I have a friend who will see every horror film that comes out. And she just loves being scared, and she has a small daughter, and her daughter's the same thing. Her daughter
Yeah.
loves.
Not by accident.
She gets like they love Halloween, and that's her favorite time of year. And but her daughter, they'll watch like age appropriate scary films with things that jump out, or they'll do haunted houses.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, her daughter, who's about 10, will like get scared and laugh, like she enjoys it. And I'm like, that's 57.
No, this is terrible.
No, you can do it. I have faith.
I have to do them all of them myself.
I have faith.
I don't.
Just relax.
This is the room. If I can get there. Nope.
62. But you still have to get through 62 to get to 67, so
That's true.
you might as well practice it.
Practice by warping to it? Maybe.
If you accidentally warp to it, you can still practice.
That's true.
From Pac-Man Red's free sprites for Halloween fun.
Yeah, there's a big thread of a guy called Pac-Man Red on Atari Age who does incredible sprite artwork. Mostly, I think almost 100% conforming to single line Atari 2600 standards. Because the 2600, a single sprite can only be one color per line. Unbelievable artwork. And I think he normally does only 8 bits wide, which is also 2600 as well. I think sometimes he does double wide. 2 sprites together. But mostly he keeps it to single.
That's cool.
And it's really, really well done. I think I used a bunch of them. Actually, I did use a bunch of them. I don't want to get that yet. Damn it.
Too late.
I used a bunch of them on last Halloween's broadcast around the
okay.
screen.
Yeah.
They're really, really, really good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I have to avoid a ton of these because I've gotten all of them
Yeah.
accidentally.
43, 51, 59. Oh, you're the A.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
know. That's the problem. I got
Right.
the hard ones somehow at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, well, that one you can avoid.
It's not too bad.
59. RC70 said, my kid was obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's years ago.
Oh god, yeah, was a
Couldn't
very popular.
help, just hated playing them. I think he got numb to them very quickly. Kids will.
Acclimatized.
Yeah. I don't know. Never my thing. I suppose says, I'll at least make a screensaver with his Halloween sprite art. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For this Halloween, I guess that's what he's thinking coming up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, that'd be amazing. We're either going to do a show on Halloween,
Is it on
or it's on a Thursday,
yeah.
or
evening?
the day after. Well, not the day after. The day before, or
Yeah.
the day of. What do you think would be better? Because
Well,
on our normal day, or actually on Halloween?
The problem on Halloween is people are doing stuff with kids and,
Yeah.
so
they won't watch it.
but the day before might be a better day. I probably wouldn't
Yes.
do it the day after.
No, day after's pointless.
Yeah. But
If-
the day before, RC70 says Thursday.
Yes, our normal is a Wednesday, right? So
Yeah. I think it just depends. I mean, if
Probably
people want
Wednesday.
to watch and they have other things going on.
we did it last year on the day.
And it was good?
I
I mean, it
seemed
depends on the
fine.
time of day too, right?
Yeah,
We
we did it. I think we did it in the evening
Yeah.
because we didn't have a schedule set just yet. Like
Yeah,
we did-
for when
we
you were
did
doing
now.
things, yeah.
Yeah. So we're just doing them whenever. Yeah, I was pretty sure we did in the evening because we commented that nobody came to the door because nobody ever comes to our door because it's a weird door. You can't really see it from the street, and we don't decorate, which also doesn't help. There's no pumpkins lining the walkway.
We could go nuts this year. We could just put tons of...
Uh,
Then
grumble,
you have
grumble.
to take them down. Then
and you have rotting pumpkins. No, we usually get pumpkins, actually.
we usually do a pumpkin. We put them on our balcony. Again, we're in a semi-urban area, so it's not quite the same as being out in the suburbs.
That's the one.
That's brutal. 64.
That one
Yeah.
is a single pixel. Like,
Wide.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect height. You have to be perfect.
Yeah.
I made it to
Trooper showed
64.
up. Yeah.
Welcome, Ground Trooper.
Yeah. Fell down a YouTube hole.
Oh, it
Terrible, but we understand.
happens. Replay time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we at? Yeah.
I'll do one more and hand it over to you.
Okay, take a break.
Take a little bit of a break because I
Yeah.
did make it to 64, but
That was pretty good.
that's when it gets impossible. You have to be perfect at that level, and it never gets better. It never ever gets better. Oh, shit, that one. And every time you pass a level, that electrical field resets. You can never get ahead. Like if you go fast.
No, it sits and it waits, right?
Yeah.
It times.
It's always timed every time you go
Yeah.
to the next level. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
you
how
don't get that far ahead.
far ahead or how slow you are.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Which is good and bad. It's predictable, which is good. I don't want that one. Make
No,
it hard on
you don't
myself.
have to. Yeah, RC70, you need to hack it so you can just practice that board.
Uh,
Yeah, you can always do that in
Yeah.
emulation, can't you?
yeah, but then I'm not playing it the same. Like I'm playing it
Yeah.
on my computer.
I know, but I mean, it gets
Actually, I
you to
could put it-
practice the spacing and the timing.
Yeah,
But
I could put it on this screen
yeah,
and do that. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do before I stream again if I don't make it this time. I'm literally 3 screens away from doing it. If it is in fact on that screen, the warp, on screen 67. Who said I was supposed to theorize, or he knows it's on screen 67?
S. Ramirez has to go. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking in with us.
Yes. Sorry, what did you say? Screensaver? What?
Screensaver.
What were you asking about?
No, whether... we almost made it through 2 there. Nope.
So
Lava for me this time. Okay, there you go. Whether it's known that it's on 67, or whether it's just theorized it's on level 67.
no, it's every 8. It's
Like
a very
consistent?
consistent
Okay.
series of
Okay, then it is on 67. So
letters.
I need to get through 3 more and hit the A on 67. And that'll take me to... Is it 6? It'll take me to 71. Which is good enough for me. For now. Until somebody beats me. And if that guy got to 69, he can get
Oh yeah, past that.
to 71. Because he has definitely done some of those hard levels. He probably warped to close to that and then did a couple extra levels, right? He warped on 59 possibly, which gave him to 65. Well, then he would have to do a lot of them. That seems like a harder way to do it. To warp to 65 from 59. Because I could do that. But then you're presented with screens 65 to 69, and he has to do 4 hard ones, which I guess is the exact same thing that I'm trying to do.
Jeez.
But the way I'm doing it is I make it to 71 by doing those four hard screens. It's there because I see it every time I die on 66. Okay. There you go. So are you warping then?
Oh my god. Meow.
Oh.
56.
Len McAllister, are you
Ew.
warping near to 66? Like from 59, I'm guessing? You're getting the warp on 59 and then... Yeah, that makes sense. 59 to 65. Yeah, that's what you would be doing. Beauty of the simplicity of the game is astounding. Is there already something like it on mobile? I bet there's something like this.
Probably very similar. But it's a perfect game for a mobile platform.
Yeah. One button. Seriously, one button.
Is this conceptually new because someone should market it and make a mobile game?
The same guy should do it.
Yeah, make some money.
Yeah. Like, just take the exact same game and port it right over.
But I don't know if it's...
Through my reading, I didn't see him reference anything. Let me see. Well, and I don't remember him saying anything about making a mobile game of it. Next door is watching something.
Oh, yeah. I think they have their TV in their lower floor.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, like in the room next to us here. That's why you can hear it.
Must include... Oh, damn it. I hate when I click on something I don't want to click on. Yeah, mostly accidental warping. I've tried to use the technique you're using, but haven't pulled it off yet. It's not easy. Not
Oh, I knew I was going to do that.
easy at all. But there's something called wall jump. Oh no.
Nope, not the same.
That's just a general video game move.
Yeah, that is...
There's plenty of games that use wall jumping.
Yeah, but not like this, where you're specifically jumping over walls.
This is like an endless runner wall jumping game. Horizontal one. Well, there was an interview with him. 2018. Let's see. How did you come up with the concept? It was a bit of a long story. I was participating in a private game jam where you have to make a simple game based on a theme or rule in a short amount of time. The theme was one button game. I wanted to make some kind of platforming game, and the one button constraint meant that I had to have some kind of simplified, limited move set for the player character. I've always loved wall jumping in games ever since Ninja Gaiden on NES, so I came up with an idea for a game that was 100% wall jumps. The original prototype was port for PC and had a much larger, more complex level design. Oh, okay, so there is a version of this on PC. Was this your first game project for an Atari console? It was. I had some previous experience programming in assembly. Is this his? I have in my list, he's made some other games. Maybe he made them after this. See if they ask him about... Oh, do you have any plans to create other games for Atari consoles? I would love to. I have an unfinished project called Taxi Panic that I'd really love to get back to and finish one day. Problem is not having enough time, of course.
53.
The game runs great on original hardware, as far as I know. Blah, blah, blah. ROM is available. Do you have any plans to develop games for the Atari VCS when it's released? Definitely interested in new VCS. That's never coming out. Yeah, they're supposed to release the new VCS.
Okay.
In like 1 month or something. I think the end of October or November. They have not shown any gameplay of any games. So I don't think that's happening. Not anytime soon. I'll probably run away with the money and on an island somewhere or in a cheap country.
What?
And they're just putting out updates to all the people that gave them the $3 million.
It's like the Fire Festival for Atari.
Yeah, the Fire Festival. Because they haven't shown anything. Like they keep showing just the console itself and the
Gotcha.
joysticks, and mostly they're I think mostly they are just computer designed ones.
Yeah.
They have Adventure as an iOS game, the exact 2600. game.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, a lot of original, the original run of Atari games have been ported to everything.
Well,
Everything, over and over.
If they play well and they're simple,
Yep.
then they work well on small screens, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get that. Be right back.
It's just you and me, kitten. You can do it. Help me out here. Tell me when to jump. Atari's perturbed. One of my humans is gone. They definitely like being in the same room as us when both of us are in the room. When it's just one of us in the room, they wander around the house, go back and forth. But they definitely like being in the same room when we're both there. So I'm going to put a time limit on this. See, what time is it? 8:36. So let's go 8:45, because we do have another game to get to, which is Kaboom. I do want to see if it's even remotely possible for me even to get 3,000 on that. It is such a hard game. But you never know. Maybe it's one of those games like the other Activision games that, should I get that? Yeah. Where if you just put in enough time, oh my god, terrible. Put in enough time, you get to figure out the patterns and when to do things and how to do things. But I don't know, Kaboom is one of the games where it just gets faster. It doesn't change at all. I mean, there's patterns that change. The amount of time between each of the bombs dropping, it's actually easier when there's more bombs dropping because you can see the pattern easier. But man, it is a hard game. Because of the troubles that I've been having, I didn't get any time to watch any instructionals on it. Welcome back.
Hello.
I'm putting a time limit
A time limit.
on this game.
Oh, yeah, we have been playing it for a while.
8:45.
8:45?
Yeah.
Okay, 8 minutes.
Which gives me a few more games.
Yeah, a couple.
Then we're going to go on to Kaboom.
Forgot we were doing Kaboom. I thought this was the end.
See how terrible
Kaboom.
we do?
Okay.
It is hard.
What is the score we have to achieve?
It's 3,000.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what score I have ever achieved on that, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see. That's with the paddle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a paddle game. Catching things with the paddle.
Cats.
Oh, got another cat here.
Cats everywhere.
Hi, cat number 2. Cat number 1 is the cat in the room already, and cat number 2 is the cat that comes into the room. So it depends on who's there first.
Lim McAllister, good night to you too.
Have a good evening.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us. I think I do better when I'm below that one. Oh, I really need to get this. Oh my god, I'm on N? That's trouble.
Are you really?
Damn it. The only Kaboom rule is kill yourself before every 1,000 points.
Yeah.
I do know that rule.
Before every 1,000 points?
Just
Oh, because it
before.
slows down, yeah.
Well, not only it slows down, you get an extra man every 1,000.
Oh, so you're
Because-
refilling. Otherwise you don't get the extra man.
Yeah.
So you might as well slow it down and get the extra. Yeah. Makes sense.
So that's the big thing to do
Gotcha.
during the game. But you have to make it to 1,000 on one go.
Challenging, yeah.
And if you can do that, I think you're golden for the
Probably, yeah.
the whole game forever. Time is it?
It is 8:40.
Okay, probably 2 more games.
One
maybe
to
3.
2. 1 to 2.
Good thing about this, it is a quick game.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how good you are, because you're not that good. The world record is only a little bit longer than what I'm playing. Like, seconds.
But often that's, when the difficulty ramps up really fast, all of a sudden it's really hard to get past.
Yep.
And get through the next few rooms. So.
I don't want that.
No?
No, not yet. No, it's too easy.
43, 51, 59.
That was a bit close. Do you want that one? Because that's hard to avoid.
So 59 you want to avoid, and you want to get it at 67.
Okay.
Now.
It's the one. It's hard. I died like that, though.
Well, not last game. That didn't really take you very long.
Ugh. Terrible. What was
Can
that?
really hear the rain coming down outside right now.
I was gonna go for a run today, but it was rain. I could have gone right in the morning, but
It's very
usually-
rainy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Usually don't want to go right in the morning. Maybe I should have. 100% chance of rain all day. And it came through on that. Picking up a Game & Watch tomorrow.
Woo.
Very exciting. Can't tell you which one it is.
You'll display it at a future.
Yeah, I'll display it on next Wednesday.
Twitch. Yeah,
As long as
live stream.
as long as the guy doesn't flake out. Somebody could just go usurp it from underneath me if I say what it is. Very scared. It's not mine till it's in my hands. Especially with Craigslist stuff. Dangerous. That one is a hard one. It's the timing. Oh, seriously?
Yeah, that's hard. I hate that plumb bob. It gets me every time.
Last one. Last one. It's the torture of Kaboom. Kaboom is one I've been putting off. Dreading to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how many are left, or is it just like infinite? Like
No, it's not.
no, it's not infinite, but it's a lot of games. I'm assuming you can get patches for. So
Yeah. There's.
Do you know how
I'd say
many?
Around 40.
40. Okay, that's almost
Yeah.
infinite.
Almost infinite.
That's a lot of
I think we've
games.
got about 8, or I've got about 8 so far.
Okay. That's a pretty healthy.
chunk. Yeah,
A
about a quarter.
healthy challenge to try and get 40 patches.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be up to getting all 40?
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. I never thought I'd get the Stampede patch, and I got that one.
Yeah.
But it was just. It's a matter of figuring out the games.
So it's 8:44. So this is your
This-
last run,
Last one.
and then we have to leave some kaboom time. So
Kaboom space.
kaboom space.
I think I have about a 50-50 on getting patches.
Yeah.
when I do play them.
For your attempts, you mean?
Yeah, for attempts, for like failures versus wins on getting the patches. I think the only one I've done twice was Spider Fighter that I've come back to. All the other ones I've just left for later. Much later. Because they're really hard.
Toughen.
It is.
No, not at 59, no. So you're trying to get to 67. Oh, man.
That's it. 44 Activision games.
Yeah.
Not all Activision games have patches.
Mm.
Some Activision games have multiple patches.
Oh, really?
So,
Yeah.
evens out. It's about 40, let's say. Okay, so it's paddles for this one. I have the actual cartridge here. Switch over. There we go. Just the Kaboom cartridge. Put some light on that. Very dark. Anyway, you guys can see it. And I did clean it and verified it does work. We'll see if it sticks to working. Never know. Oh, yeah. I have to use the paddles. No cats there. Good.
Unhappy? Unhappy.
Unhappy.
He's fleeing. He's
Yeah.
for him to
He's
flee.
gone right out the room.
Yeah, no. He got up to leave, so.
You can hold these, please. Oh, I need the extender. It's gonna work. It did. Hooray. Kaboom. So hopefully this starts with the button, but I doubt it does because all these old games do not do that.
No.
There are websites. Atari Age has a website. Try that button. Okay. Let's see which one it is. Try it. Is it yours? Yeah. Okay. Nope. You do it. I'll talk.
Awful at this game.
That's why we have to practice.
Why is it so jumpy?
Here. Here. There, that's pretty good now.
Okay.
Just when you don't use them for a while, they kind of seize up a bit. So, Kaboom was put out in 1981. It's a 2K game. There's not much to it. One screen. It's that guy, thing below. Programming. I'm on expert. Oh, yes, we are. Let's restart.
Oh.
We don't want expert. Thank you very much.
We don't want expert?
No. Oh, because of the last game we were on. That's why it was on expert.
Yeah, because of the lava.
Thank you, Dioskilos80. It's programmed by Larry Kaplan. Other games he made were Air Sea Battle, Street Racer, Brain Games, Bowling, Bridge, and Kaboom. So
Oh, shit, it's terrible. Yeah.
the bad thing about this game is that when you miss, it gets harder because you have less things to catch them with.
Sort of.
It's one of those games that you get penalized for being bad, and the game is harder because you're bad at it.
I just don't like this.
It's jittery.
It just feels really... Try it again.
Kaboom is an... Ready?
Thank you.
Kaboom is an Activision video game published in 1981 for Atari 2600 that was designed by Larry Kaplan. David Crane coded the overlaid sprites. It was well received and successful commercially, selling over 1 million cartridges in 1983. Kaboom is the unauthorized adaptation of the 1978 Atari coin-op Avalanche, which John Champeau... No, not John Champeau. Daryl Spice Jr. is making? Oh my god, who's doing Avalanche? Can't remember. You having trouble?
I just don't.
Still?
It's jumpy. It's very.
I mean, it is a hard game.
It is, but
That's
it's
not
very
gonna help.
jumpy. No.
No, it's all in that. I
It's
can
like,
switch it out to
Turn
another
and
one.
it moves. Turn and it moves. It's like,
Let me see.
yeah, it's not great. It's not gonna make things easier.
No, perfect.
I
Precise.
don't find it precise at all.
It's not jumping at all.
We'll play.
Well, I have to read all the stuff out.
Just you tell me it's fine, then I'll keep playing.
It's really steady.
I don't find it steady at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
It's as good as it's going to ever get. So there you go. Johnny WC. Yeah, I think it's John Champeau did the Avalanche. Yeah, I'm almost certain.
You know what? Maybe it's just I'm pushing down on it too much.
Yeah, you just spin. The gameplay of both games is fundamentally the same, but Kaboom was rethemed to be about a mad bomber instead of falling rocks. As an ex-Atari programmer, Larry Kaplan originally wanted to port Avalanche to the Atari 2600. In Avalanche, all the boulders are lined up at the top, which is difficult to accomplish on the 2600, hence the shift to a mad bomber. Yeah, you can download a version of Avalanche on the Atari Age forums, and we did play it on the show. We almost got that one. We did play it on the show a little while back, and I know he is finishing up that pretty soon. So, on highscores.com, the high score on this difficulty, which is easy, is 30,835 points. On hard, it's 2,972. On Twin Galaxies... Watch out, kitten.
Oh, kitties.
On Twin Galaxies, 3 people have maxed out this game
Really?
to 999,999.
Very, very impressive.
So you can play this forever. It's just about... I'm sure it maxes out on speed, and then... I've actually seen it maxed out on speed, and it is so fast. It is unbelievable. And on hard, the top player is... got 15,877. That is crazy.
Still feels laggy to me.
Oh, you just got that
I know
one.
but it's laggy. I feel a lagginess, but maybe it's just I'm not used to the paddle control.
Probably. It felt perfect to me.
Yeah, but you're used to the paddle control.
Well, as for what it is, it felt just
Yeah,
fine.
and it just feels very laggy.
The points go up. Number of bomb group 1, number of bombs in a group 10. Point value of each bomb is 1. So in the first level, the bombs are worth 1 each. Point value in a group. Cumulative score. I have no idea what that means. Each time you catch a bomb in one of your buckets of water, you score points. The point value of each bomb depends on how fast that bomb is falling and which group that bomb is in. There are 8 separate groups of bombs, as shown by the following chart. Number of bomb group, number of bombs in a group. So there's 150 bombs on level 8? Is that what it's saying? Bomb group 8 is the highest level. Once you reach this level, all bombs that follow will fall in the same rate of speed and are worth the same points as bombs in group 8, unless you miss a bomb. See next page. When you miss a bomb, all the bombs explode and you lose a bucket. Lose all 3 buckets and the game is over. Johnny WC posted it. That's just what I searched. I don't know who did it. Is that Champeau, aka Champ? Yeah, he's the same guy. Hello, MK Smith, Australia. We've played long enough that the Aussies are up. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. You'll miss a bomb when you do all the bombs. Yeah, okay. The bad bomber expresses his happiness because he's sad right now. He's got a sad face. 341.
Making it to 3,000, I can tell you that much. I'd be happy if I made it to 1,000.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, no. 423. Can somebody type that?
No.
Well, it's your best so far, I
That's
think.
very
Isn't
good.
it?
Yeah.
I think that's your best so far. Can you type it? Oh,
Meh.
RC70's
Yeah,
on it.
thank you.
He's on it.
Not very good. It is a challenge, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Once you get used to the paddle, it gets, you know,
Easier.
in micro steps. It's already stressful. The badge, what is the badge? Is 3,000.
Yes, it is. Wow, I got 1,000. Oh my god.
And then died.
Yeah, but I killed myself before then.
I suppose once it gets fast, you are gaining more points. It's tough. Yeah, WoW is right.
1347.
That's pretty good.
I am pretty happy with that.
That's pretty good. Oh, you're not going to play again? Okay.
Not right away.
Okay.
It's a very stressful game.
It is stressful.
I almost made it to 1,000 on my first without losing, and that is the goal. Like, that's the ticket. If you can do that, you're fine. Of course, it doesn't get any easier. It just stays at that terrible hard level the whole time. Somebody type my score. RC70, please. Can't remember what it was. It was 13.
14 something. Oh,
14? Hi. How are you doing?
oh my gosh.
How are you doing? You look sleepy.
I can't. It just
Did it.
flies all over the place. I don't like that. Can't quite figure out how to hold it either.
Just put
see, that
approximately
doesn't work.
1,400.
That doesn't work. Oh.
What?
Ooh.
Did you touch something else?
Nope. Nope. I only touched the reset. Did not like that.
No, the power is very fiddly there, so don't rock the whole system or anything. Just touch the reset.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Thank you. Approximately 1,400. Yeah, I'll take that because I have to beat that. So I have to get 3,000. And me getting 1,400 actually puts it in the realm of possibility, because the scores, the amount you get per level, goes up so much after that. This is one of those games where you have to relax and get into the zone.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Dios
Agreed.
Kilos 80. Yeah, you have to. It's just like
You have to
wall jump ninja. You just have to know the patterns and know. You have to connect.
It's not the patterns. It's the paddle. You have
Yeah.
to feel comfortable with the paddle.
Yeah, you have to connect the paddle so that you know.
I don't like it.
No, don't.
I don't feel like the paddle. I don't feel the paddle, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel like it flies or it barely moves.
the paddle has to be an extension of your arm.
I know. Well, you just have to get used to its idiosyncrasies.
Yep. No, it's really good. The paddle's really good. So
Yeah.
you just have to understand how it works on the screen. Look like you're getting it. Damn it!
When you say people are really good at it play, it's just awe-inspiring.
It is. It's unbelievable. Mike Matei from Cinemassacre is really good at this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
really, really good.
RC70 says, I wonder how much a different modern equipment lag might affect results. Yeah. If you're using different equipment, if you're not using the original paddle.
Oh, you
it
have
might
to use a paddle.
be a lot different and a lot easier, too. Because the
Yeah.
control is very different.
You have to use a paddle. You have to
Yeah.
have proper equipment with
Yeah.
no lag. Like
Yeah.
this, like there's no lag in this system because, well, I set it up to not have any lag. I have a very expensive Framemeister and a TV set with no effects on it. So it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, you can't have lag with this game. This is a game where you'll die immediately.
Woo, good job.
I should have died there.
Eh.
No, like I have to die there because now I can't.
Die.
I didn't get the extra one, and if I die, I go down to 2. So that's the
yeah,
level
but if, yeah,
that I have to
it
die
doesn't
on.
matter. Doesn't matter.
It does. But I made it to 1,000 on one go.
Yeah.
One of the waves ends with 550. The following waves, and a little too late for that
Or
information.
the one where you want to purposely drop the
Right.
last bombs.
Right. At this point, your score will be just under
Under
1,000.
1,000,
So I'll
yeah.
do that for next time.
Yeah.
And I'll have to know the next wave and the
Yeah.
next wave for the
Yeah.
2,000 and 3,000. Oh, Jesus.
Of course, because you're super fast.
Look at that.
And then it will slow down ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard.
Now I'm dead because, yeah.
Well,
see if-
because we were talking, but yeah.
Okay, so now I know. Now I know. The 550 is the one that I have to mess up on. But just before 1,000. But it's pretty obvious because that one is insanely fast. The one after 550. Seems so slow when you start.
Well, that's back at the beginning, right?
Ah! There's no point.
Practice.
I'm not going to make it to 1,000 that far back with just two little water buckets, I guess they are. The patch is called Bucket Brigade. So you join the Bucket Brigade.
Nice.
And you get your patch. I find this level easier
Well, because
you can see
it
where
follows
they
a
are.
pattern. It's not all over the place.
And
This is
harder
really
because
hard.
it's more sparse. This is where I have to mess up on, near the end. Now I'm too far.
Oh no.
Now it's pointless.
No, it's not pointless. As long as you can get them.
I can't. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Yep.
No, it doesn't have to be me.
Just remember 550. Trying different methods.
I know. I'm just trying
That's
to.
not going to work
No, it's
in,
not.
in the
You're
long
right.
run.
I don't know. I'm not happy either way.
Top spin. I think that's a traditional way of doing it. How does
Yeah, I
everybody
guess
hold their
so.
paddles? Tanya's having trouble.
I'm just not comfortable with the paddle.
YouTube has a 3-hour Kaboom claiming 1 million score. Pretty insane if true. It is true. The top score, 3 people have gotten a million points. It's 999,999. I'm guessing the game crashes at that point because they didn't count a rollover. 3 hours. Imagine doing this for 3 hours at the top speed.
Oh my god, how stressful. Like super stressful. New preset? Okay.
Yeah, it would be incredibly so. RC70 says sort of sideways. They hold it. I do a top hold. Yeah, like that, sideways. Zebchi, I can't even get to 1,000. I have never. This is the best score I've ever got. That 1440. I'll do better as soon as I employ the 3 buckets, losing the bucket just before 1,000. But I have to kind of watch my score at the same time as playing, so it's challenging. You kind of have to drop the last bomb is what you have to do.
See, I don't know. I don't like it. No, I feel like I'm turning it and it's not moving, but it's because it almost goes from slow to fast.
RC70 says, now that I think of it, I hold it totally sideways. That's probably what I do, because you can rest both hands on your lap if you hold it totally sideways. Because this game doesn't take that much of a turn, it's very sensitive.
Too sensitive.
So you can get across the screen
Not
really fast.
It feels like it changes. That's what I find really weird about this game.
Really?
Yeah, it feels like your initial turns are less sensitive, and then the later turns are more. Like if you turn it more, it flies across.
Oh, it will. The faster you turn it, the faster it goes. Because it's a potentiometer inside of it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
A discharge. What is it inside? It's a discharging electrical plates that measure the distance how you've turned it and reset the charge
so
between
weird.
them.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's
It feels like the distance you move it should be the distance you move on the screen, but it actually feels like you move further.
Okay, watch what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You go over there. It still can turn.
Yeah.
And you have to get back to there.
No, I get that. I get
So you
that.
have
So
to
if you
be-
hit the edges, it's a problem, and
Yes.
I get that.
So you have to stay in the edges.
But I do feel like small movements you move less, and then bigger movements you fly across.
You do.
You move more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on purpose.
So it's not. And that's what I find very strange.
It's not like a joystick. Where
No,
it's a
it
constant
feels
movement.
very strange to play, and I get that after you've played it for a while, you get comfortable with that movement.
Yeah.
It feels very strange.
It's because very few systems had something like this.
Like this, yeah.
Only arcades, which made the Atari 2600 amazing because it has this controller. You can have
Yeah.
these type of games.
But like when we played Medieval
Medieval Mayhem.
Mayhem, yeah, it's a little weird too. But you're not moving very much in that game.
Damn it! Yeah, good luck. No.
Yeah, don't go past the dead zone.
No. It will mess you up because you have to get back in.
Zebshi says, wow, I can't even get to 1,000. And he said, looks like you're using a real 2600 in cart. Well played. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
think it's
God,
probably harder.
If you use maybe a mouse, I've tried this with a mouse, it's not good. It's
No?
so hard with a mouse.
But I'm sure if you're using keys, going side to side, you probably have more precise movement.
No, you can't do this with a keyboard.
No?
Not a chance.
Or joystick?
Not a chance. No, with a 5200 joystick. Damn it!
But like emulated, you could use a joystick.
An analog joystick. A digital joystick goes at a set speed. It doesn't work. You
No?
can't do that. No. This game needs an analog input like a mouse, where you can vary the speed of your movement. Because on these you just need small movements. But on the higher levels you have to go whip, 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 whip. You have to match his speed, pretty much. Okay, here we go.
Do you want
Drop
me to...
the last one. Or that one.
That works too.
Maybe.
There you go. $17.09.
1709.
Very good.
Getting better. RC70.
Yep.
if you could type that in, please, if you want to be the scorekeeper. Thank you very much. Yeah, paddle games have to be played with a paddle. Yes.
Thank you.
Or some other analog, like a 5200 has an analog joystick. Vectrex, you could make this on a Vectrex, because that has an analog joystick as well. Some PCs had analog joysticks too. I think, is that Tandy had one? This is basically the first Guitar Hero. You're matching the movements with a delay. Yeah, if you turn those into notes, it would be more like going up and down a scale if this was a Guitar Hero type game. He does, on the slower levels, it is more erratic, yeah. Oh, so close.
Yeah, that's when you don't have the lower level buckets. Because you would pick it up, but you can't. Once you lose one. I find once you lose one bucket, it becomes a lot more challenging.
5200 at analog? I had no idea. Most of my 2600 was on a 5200 with the adapter. Yeah, I believe the I don't think I've ever actually played a 5200, even though I have 3 of them. Three of them. Because none of them work. No, they work. The joysticks don't work. That's the problem. Garbage joysticks. Worst joystick ever made. Because they basically stopped working. I don't think there is an original joystick that still works. I think I have like 4 or 5 5200 joysticks in 3 systems. Yeah, and they're non-centering joysticks too. You can just leave it over to the left and it'll just stay to the left. So if you're playing a game, you have to manually center the joystick.
No, I don't like them.
Don't like it.
I don't like the paddles at all.
Rawr.
It's very frustrating.
10 points.
Woot.
Oh my god. Stuck there for a second. You can't divert your eyes away for
Oh no.
a millisecond during a level. Luckily, the programmers were smart and let you press the button in between levels.
No, I think that's really good because you can take a break, right?
Yeah.
It's like a pause.
Yeah, built-in pause. Can't imagine doing that for 3 hours. I just can't. Damn it!
Once you lose one, it's all over.
It is. It is. If you're not up for another man, unless you're an extreme expert in this game. Great graphics of the bombs.
Sadie. Even a fully functioning 5200 joystick is terrible.
Yes, it is. I do have a, oh my god.
Don't talk while you're doing it.
I have a Genesis to 5200 adapter that I have to use. I have so much stuff that I just don't have time to play. So it's got all the buttons on it for the 5200, but of course it's an analog joystick. But I think most games on the 5200 were analog anyway. Or I'm sorry, digital? Yeah, because the...
It's okay.
No, because it puts you back a level. It's so much slower getting the points. See? Like, you can't.
Just
You have
get
to
your
time it
1,000. Get
perfectly.
your 1,000. Oh, baby.
$9.91.
Didn't even made it. Didn't even make it.
No, you gotta do it perfectly. It's funny, this game, you have to play it a certain way. I'm sure there's people out there that do it with 2 buckets just fine.
Oh yeah. But it is way more challenging once when the buckets is good.
Yeah.
Because you don't pick them up on the bottom. Like,
No, only the top. It'd be much easier if the top one disappeared.
it would.
you'd have
It
some-
actually would.
You'd have
It's
a little bit more
interesting
time.
that that's how the game was developed, that they took it from the bottom instead of the top.
Yeah. Sneaky. Evil, in fact.
Sadistic.
When they had the choice, they didn't do it.
Sadistic. Kill yourself. Oh, yeah, there you go.
That is how you play
Yeah.
a perfect game.
Yeah. At least
Of
up to the first
Kaboom.
1,000 points.
Up to the first 1,000
Yeah.
points.
Oh,
One bucket is-
1787, so close.
Oh, I beat my last score.
Yes.
Yes. I have Medieval Mayhem and a C64 Homebrew, but never played either, so I'm got the same condition. Yeah, I know. Then I think, oh, life will slow down one of these days. But it doesn't. And that's why I have this show to put aside a couple hours a week to play some games, because otherwise I would just never play them. I would just keep working. Oh my god. I think I can get 3,000.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at your watch.
No. I just...
Nope. Bedtime.
No, I'm just mentally saying, okay. About 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I want to play for 45 minutes.
90.
So.
It's 9:17, so I'm
Yeah.
just saying, you know, depends on how long you want to play. All things have their physical limits too.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
It's like you get worse after a while.
Yeah.
I'll know when that happens pretty quick.
All right, RC70. We'll keep track of his score.
Oh, is he leaving?
Yeah.
Okay, have a good night, RC70. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for keeping score. Ah! Pointless. It's pointless. Pointless. Unless I get that 1,000. At least it's nice and cool out.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
it's
boiling
pouring
hot
with
anymore.
rain, so the cool air is coming in through the window.
It's a slow slog to 10 points. Because after a while, you kind of sweep the screen with your 3 buckets of water. And if you don't have all 3, you can't really do that nice big sweeping
No, you can't
motion.
because you're not getting the lower level ones.
Yeah.
So if they get past you, you're kind of screwed.
Because I can see myself getting them on the bottom,
It's tough.
the
It's
bottom
tough.
buckets all the time.
Yes.
And it's like, well, if I didn't have that, I'd just die. Boom, boom, boom. And I do. And I don't have it. But it was easy to get that extra life when I finished like that on that, whatever level that was.
Evening, Kev73.
Hey, welcome, Kev. How you doing tonight? Trying to get 3,000 on Kaboom to get the patch. I've gotten 1,700.
Stop talking.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I can't do it that fast. People are like, what? You died and you're mad? I mean, you didn't die and you're mad? Yeah, I am, because that happens. You're supposed to die just before 1,000 points.
Kev73, doing okay. Playing some Elite Dangerous and watching Twitch.
Elite Dangerous? I don't know what that is. I've not heard of that. What system is that on? On the computer?
PC?
PC? PS4? Xbox? Switch? Atari 2600? No. I would have heard of it.
Good.
Did it anyway.
Good.
I'm actually ahead in points.
Yeah. PC. Sorry.
Jeez, I don't know. It gets way harder after that though.
Yeah.
It doesn't max out there. PC and a few consoles. I'm playing on PC. PC has really taken over in terms of gaming. Because of Steam and
The
its
power of computers, too.
yeah, massive computing power. It's funny because at the same time PCs are going away. Everybody has tablets and phones, not even laptops. Actually, the laptops are going away.
Laptops are still... People work off laptops now. Not PCs. Like, not desktops, but laptops. People
Yeah.
game on laptops a lot more now, too. Unless you're doing VR.
Yeah. Maybe I can't get 3,000. But you have to do that timing because
It's
it
hard.
resets to a much lower. If you get up the way I just did to 1,000,
Yeah.
it's too fast at 1,000.
Yeah, but it's gonna get too fast.
Yeah,
How
I
you
know.
get past 2,000 is beyond me. Like that's.
I got 1,700, so
Yeah, no, but getting to 2,000, but getting past it, it's got to be ridiculously fast, constantly at that point.
well, you're supposed to die again.
Yeah, but still, you're gonna be back at the fast level after one death. Do you know what I mean? After one round, it's gonna be insane.
Ah. Like, I don't even know if I should bother if I could die badly.
I don't know. It's practice too.
It is.
It is a hard game. It's a hard bloody game. I mean, if you can't get past that when you die, how are you getting to 3,000?
Yes.
KF73, it's probably your fault I game primarily on PC, James.
Maybe, yeah. So we used to fiddle around with computers all the time, trying different operating systems, playing around, pushing them to their limits. Oh my god. Talk while I play this game.
No, I don't want to talk because I don't want to distract you either, so...
Talk.
No, I feel it's a distraction.
It's not going to be a very good show if nobody's talking.
Well, it's about the gaming in the end. I'll let you know if anyone says anything in the chat.
Okay.
It's just tough. This is a game that requires a tremendous amount of concentration.
Has anybody else got the patch on this game?
Anyone else got 3,000?
Or 1,000? I mean, probably watching me see... Oh, maybe sometimes it doesn't make it look possible, but it is... With only a tiny bit of practice, you can easily get 1,000.
But you seem to achieve 1,000 not too infrequently.
It's just past that. It's
Oh, yeah.
brutal.
It's pretty brutal getting to 1,000.
It is.
So it's pretty amazing when you see the real experts and they're just playing, as you say, for 3 hours.
It goes... That's what it looks like. Just constant, non-stop back and forth. Damn it!
Focus the rage, yes.
There is much rage with this game. So much rage. It's not just even rage. You have to do it perfectly. Like, there's zero room for error in this game.
No.
Some games you can mess up a little bit. You can.
And you're okay, you can recover from it too.
You can't drop one bomb.
Do you want me to play?
In a second.
Alright. No, I'm just
And
saying
then-
if you need a break.
Yeah. And it's not even not dropping the bombs. You also have to drop one specific bomb at a specific time, at a specific level, so that you can even survive. And then I don't even know what the next bomb you do have to drop is after that one, if I can even make it to 1,000, 2,000. Go. Have a little break. 10,000, the Mad Bomber changes his expression. Oh, wow.
Really? That's interesting.
Interesting. Does he get worse? Does he get, like, really upset? Grrr! I knew this game would infuriate me and be incredibly difficult. I just knew it. But I have done better than I've ever done before. Never been able to make it to the 1,000 before. Because I've never played it this much. Because I always threw down the controller in frustration.
Ah!
Is this the level that always gets you?
It's pretty hard. Likelihood of me
close.
doing it with when we won.
562. I think
That's
that's
better
your
than
best.
before.
Where is
There.
it? Why is it not focused?
There we go.
Ready?
Sure. You can talk. I'm not going to get no 3000 patch today, so.
No? Oh yeah, this doesn't have the rainbow Activision at the bottom.
Ah, see,
It's an-
I don't like the
It's an
battles.
earlier game than when they had the,
The rainbow?
rainbow Activision
Oh.
at the bottom. Yeah, the rainbow Activision's really nice.
See, I just don't like these paddles at all. I don't. They overspin.
Are you fine with Medieval Mayhem?
But you hit the walls in Medieval Mayhem.
Yeah.
Like it immediately recorrects, whereas if you hit the walls here, then you're off.
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
At 10,000, he has a shocked expression. I would too. Probably programmed that in thinking nobody would ever even get to 10,000. Wonder what the developers got to and their game testers got to on this when they were playing it. They obviously thought 3,000 was hard, but achievable. Like all the patches are at a level where they're really hard, but completely possible. Oh, so close.
I don't like it. Yeah, see, like way overshoots.
Yep, that expression, Kev. Yep. That would be the shocked expression of the Mad Bomber.
Ah, I don't like it. No, I
Don't
just
like
don't.
You're doing really good.
I just feel like the control is so out of whack with how you turn your hand. It's so frustrating.
Takes getting used to. It is a very different type of control.
It is a very, very different control.
Everything now is the...
Everything overcorrects.
Like an angry cat.
Yeah. Are the angry cats.
Time's it. Time is it?
It's 9:30.
9:45. Grabbing cats? Which one? Oh, he might be more amicable. Probably not.
Play some Kaboom? Can you pause, wrap around those paddles?
Close enough.
Oh, no.
Close enough. Ah! I'm supposed to die for a very long time. Close.
1627. You're always just around that level.
Yep. I did well to the 1,000. I died stupidly right after it. I shouldn't have. It wasn't that hard. Guess no BTTV emotes. There are some little chat things there. Should be. You can do little emotion things. I'm sure there's some cats that you can find in there.
There's always cats.
I've got Twitch Prime. Not giving it to this channel, I see, Kev. You've been watching some other Twitch channels? Spreading your Twitch Prime around to other places? It's kind of evil that they show that.
You have Twitch Prime, but
You
you're
have
not
Twitch Prime,
subscribed.
but
Yeah,
you're not subscribed?
it is actually.
Oh no, I'd never.
It is.
It's too early. It's too early.
There you go. Do.
Pointless. Too early. You have to do right at the end of that run. Or it's torture. So you have to go for a long time with 2. I did get 3 back in time, but it was just right in the middle. Disruptive. Looked away for a second.
Yeah, you did. Why did you look away?
Because I thought I was lined
You're tired. You're tired.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this game would work. It would be really cool if it had like eye tracking and you could just like look back and forth. And
Oh.
just
I don't think we're at that point. If you've seen...
No, they do that. They do that with like gaming laptops.
No, I mean, the precision of the eye tracking is
Not as good.
It's so twitchy if you've ever seen the...
Yeah, it is twitchy. Well, your
actual-
eyes are probably pretty twitchy too.
They are. They're inherently twitchy,
Yeah.
actually.
They're always
On
looking
purpose.
all over the place.
No, I mean, like, even still, they all have...
Yes, they have.
Minor twitching.
Yeah. Yep. But that would feel like this paddle, which has minor twitching as well.
No, it doesn't. This
It's
paddle
so
is perfect.
twitchy. It's so twitchy.
Look at this paddle.
No, but when you're moving it, it like
This is actually
flings.
the best it's been because this is a workout for this paddle in this game.
So twitchy.
Good, we're on Twitch.
I know. I was gonna say that must be where the name comes from.
It is Twitch gaming, is a thing. This might be classified as because it's so precise.
Yeah.
It's not close enough.
No. Boo.
Using Tracker for head tracking, the game I'm playing now.
Nice.
Oh, very cool. But not VR. Just head tracking. Is there such a... I've never seen that. Where it's just head tracking. Usually they have some sort of VR
Highlight?
component for that.
Oh, it's just from a camera on the laptop.
Is it? Oh! Yeah, I guess
They
they
make
could do that.
laptops that can do that now. Or add-ons, I'm not sure. It's crazy. You're a hardcore gamer?
Wouldn't your screen have to be like really wide if it's head tracking? If you're like
No,
moving your
it's
screen.
cameras that are tracking your eyes as you're looking around the screen.
He said head tracking.
Oh, I don't know. Using tracker for head tracking in the game. No, I'm probably wrong. I always thought it was just cameras.
Oh,
Sorry,
they
distracting
can
me.
use cameras, but I'm saying if you're turning your head, there has to be a screen to your right if you're looking to the right. Otherwise, you're looking at not the screen anymore, and it's pretty hard to play the game without looking at the screen. Or you'd have to have 3 screens.
It's a small IR sensor camera on the top of the monitor.
How do you do it? You turn your head and then you have to recenter to see your screen again? Like, turn and then look back at your monitor? I don't know how that works. Missing something.
Well, you're playing Kaboom right now, so that's probably where your focus should be.
No, I need to know how this head tracking works when there's no monitor to look at when you turn your head to the right.
Well, it goes off the screen if you turn your head to the right. It's your vision. Isn't it? It's both.
You have to, even if it's your vision, you have to recenter your vision again. Not doing well anymore.
No. Lines after a while, isn't it?
Go back up to 2. Pointless at that point. Yep, just drop them all straight down, please. Interesting to see the code for how this guy moves. Seems like it's random. Probably if he's at a wall, he always goes to the left. Boo! This game is difficult.
Oh, it's moving my character's camera point of view, basically. POV.
Okay.
And I have a center view button in case I move my chair and I need to reset it. So it resets to center. So it's the character's point of view that he's controlling. What is that?
I'd have to see that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Again, I say tracking would be good for this game.
This one?
Just
Yeah.
follow the bombs he makes.
Pretty much what I'm doing now. Yeah. Ah! Time is it?
3 minutes left. 9:42.
Okay. Not for 2 games.
Whatever you want.
Ah! It's the last one on that round. Infuriating. This game is so hard. I don't think watching videos of other people playing this game are going to help your game.
Well, it's all about practice.
There is no strategy to this.
You're just following the bombs.
Yeah. There's no alternative ways of playing this game. It is what it is. Just getting better at it. That's all you can do is catch them in the top rung as high as possible. So you don't let them get towards the bottom. That's about it. But then, that's what happens. You're like, oh, I got it on the top one. Now I can move to the next one.
Yeah.
But you didn't get it on the top one. So you move away and it drops to the floor. then is it better to try and catch them maybe in between the top and second? Aim for that kind of... You get there anyway when you're doing these sweeping kind of things. Bloody hell! Is this fun to watch, everyone? Can't be. Can't be. Must be infuriating. Even watching a good player play this, it's hard to even see what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not fun watching it when you can't play it, and not fun watching it when you can't play it either. Or can play it. Either way, it's terrible. It's frustrating to play too. All I can say, I'm better now than I was when I started. That's all the claim I can make.
Well, and it's basically a game that you just have to play a lot. New high score, I think it's still the same, 1728.
I don't think that's the highest. But you can type it in. That'll confuse me though later.
I'm not sure it is.
I think it was 17 something. It was 17, it wasn't 18.
1748 or something like
Yeah.
that. It was a little bit higher. Love the corduroy look of the green in the background.
Yeah, unintentional.
Diagonal corduroy.
Yeah, there's no such thing as diagonal graphics in the 2600. It's just the beautiful
Interference.
RF making these nice corduroy patterns. Oh,
Man.
terrible. Right, Atari?
Terry's like, I'm not coming in.
I don't want to get involved.
I don't know. I love how it starts out so slow and then it becomes insane very, very quickly.
Yeah, the ramp up on this game is very fast.
Very fast.
But it's good because, I don't want to spend 20 minutes every time trying to get the patch. I'd rather spend the 3 minutes. Knowing whether I'm going to get it or I'm not going to get it, within 5 minutes I'll know. Because I'll either die or get it.
Oh.
Way too far. It has to be at least in the 900s. Abandoning me again. Maybe. I know I won't get 3,000, but I want to get, like, close to 2? Like, barely getting those. Damn it! AD. It might be close enough. Nope, it's not. Yay, 2. Yay. a great thing. Bloody 2. Can't survive on 2. Three. It's just playing too long on 2 is just death. You can't do it. I can't do it. There's people out there who do just fine on 2. But I seem to leave them when it gets up to fast speeds very close to the ground. Obviously that's a skill thing, and you just have to get faster at it to make and more precise, not faster. It's the time that you spend beneath the bomb and the time before you move to the next one. Makes all the difference. These levels I like. So you can see the pattern clearly. That's where it gets hard. Do you follow the bombs or the bomber? I ignore the bomber. He has he has nothing to do with anything because he goes like this sometimes and jitters, and the bombs are a constant wherever he happens to be at the time. Actually, I followed the bombs about halfway down the screen because you have to match them to where your paddle is. Sorry.
He's okay.
Ah! Blame you, Atari. I'm blameless.
Blameless fluffy cat.
I'm just a little kitty. I can't do anything. Distraction. Actually, much better than Pixel around the equipment. Pixel will climb all over the equipment.
He wants attention though when
Yeah.
Pixel comes in.
So pay attention to me. You're not paying attention to me. Damn it, I knew it. Couple more.
7 minutes.
Till?
10.
Oh, jeez. 4 hours.
4 hours of gameplay.
Almost 4.
Surprised anyone's still in the chat.
They're just in here to give me sympathy points.
Yeah.
Trying so hard.
Don't pay attention to him. He's not going to do anything.
He already is doing things.
No, he's not. He's just sniffing. He's not Pixel.
Damn it. It's over. This madness happens.
Yeah.
And then it's useless. That's surprising.
Well, you made it one more.
Yeah. I tried to avoid that last one, but I was like on the way in the pattern.
Well, you're just mentally following the bombs.
It's too good.
Just following the bombs.
Yep. Damn it, perfect score. Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to get 1,000 perfectly. It's kind of a strange way to play a game is to lose on purpose. Not close enough, kittens. 2 is not enough to play this game.
So rough.
Not bad.
Last game.
Okay.
Very close to 10. I feel like you've gotten second win though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's kind of going downhill.
It was terrible for a while, and then it's like, oh no, I'm getting to 1,000 almost every game. Bloody hell. One more.
Alright, 3 minutes left.
Didn't make it.
You want to get to 1,000?
At least. What a good score.
That's how people get taken at casinos.
That's right. Just gotta have
Just
one win.
want the last win.
Just one big win.
One big win and I'll leave.
I don't care if I spend $1,000 to get 20.
That's
I just
right.
want to win.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no microtransactions in Atari 2600
Thank goodness.
games.
Thank goodness.
Got all these games for $1 back in the 90s. $1 each. Out of the big plastic bins at Value Village. Damn it! The patterns are random. It's not the same game each time.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't know if that would make it better or worse, trying to memorize all these bloody patterns if they weren't random. It would be much worse. So then you'd be concentrating on one other thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes left, and then he goes right, and then he does a little dodge, and then he drops 3 straight in a row. And so,
Yeah, I find that kind of rote memorization in games is,
oh, I hate those.
yeah. Good job.
Finally. See? This is how you end a stream.
Notes.
What?
See? What did you do?
It was turned all the way to the right.
What did you do? You don't say things like that.
I know. One more.
No. No.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Okay.
That was a good score.
Yeah. I can consistently pretty much get to 1,000 now each time.
Yeah.
I have to get to the next hurdle of 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000 is going to be pretty big, I think. 3,000, I just don't know. But maybe at a certain point it just doesn't get harder. So if you can get to a certain point and you're comfortable,
Yeah.
then you can just keep going. But yeah, I don't know. 1 minute 0, yeah.
0 minutes.
Yeah. Just 4 hours is a long time. So.
It is. Blame it.
Friday the 13th, I know.
Yep.
Lots
Everything.
of craziness going on today.
Ugh, terribleness.
That is
Look at
a
all
hard,
this garbage. I've
hard
used VCRs and RF outs from 4 switchers.
Poor Atari.
Terrible.
Yeah. Poor Atari.
Oh, and there's some back to health. He'll come back.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
I'll figure out how to get power back to you, guy.
Yeah.
He's so nice. Look at all these 6 switches. These 6 switches and the RGB out, the clean signal that I've been so used to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just not getting any power. I smelt him all over, and he didn't smell like burnt.
Well, that's good.
Like
Burning wires is not a good smell. Need to fundraise. Yes. Yes, we need to have a fundraiser of 2 and 4 player games so we can bring everyone back to get a new modded
it's
heavy, well, it's a
heavy
light
sixer,
sixer.
that'd be
Heavy
nice.
sixer would be nice.
It's not money that I need. I need expertise at this
That's
point.
right. Keep the magic smoke inside. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
there's no magic smoke escaped.
No,
it just kind of
just
stopped
on the
working.
inside.
So I think it's just a wiring issue at this point, but I need my multimeter, which I've ordered. I probably should have picked one up, but I looked, and they're much more expensive locally than on Amazon.
Yeah, but ordering on Amazon, it might take you 8 weeks until you
It's
get
going to be a
so-
week till I get it.
Oh, that's not bad then.
But then I'm going away and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we'll make do with this. Ironically, this will actually play next Wednesday's game perfectly.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because Penult didn't work on this,
Okay.
but it does work on that.
Oh, good. Well, there you go.
So kind of
There are
it's okay.
some advantages.
It'll look all fuzzy, but it'll work. But actually, this got not great by the end. It's better than the terribleness, but it's still not great. But I'll figure out why.
It's not terrible.
What is going on with the
The
interference?
moment it was on the floor, it was fine. So
helped
that
a
might
lot.
just be what you do from now on.
I just
but-
need to isolate it. Keep the
Yeah.
VCR away from it.
Yeah, it
keep
was
it
good.
isolated.
It wasn't so bad once we got it figured
Figure out the electrics, maybe.
all the
the
electric
lights.
fields happening here.
There's
yeah.
like 2 circuits in this
Yeah.
room. It's very bad. There's not
Yeah,
many
that's
circuits.
true. That's true.
Maybe I'll wire it up to like the hallway
Maybe.
instead.
Yeah, maybe that'll
So
help.
it's on a separate circuit,
Yeah.
the Atari. Because RF. No, he's biting $20 cables.
Poor Atari.
Yeah. So thanks
Sorry.
for hanging out, everyone. We have one more show, I think, before we're off. Let me check.
Off again. Jeez. Yeah, no, Wednesday. That would be it.
Are
Are you doing a Friday
Oh, no.
one?
Yeah, one more off. No. No, Friday's too close.
No? Not doing it?
Friday's too close to leaving.
Mm.
So we're going to be playing Penult, a world exclusive update to it. The developer is sending me that over. No, it's not an RF cable. That'd be worth nothing. That's nothing. This is like a USB 3.1 Gen 2 cable
Oh, yeah.
that
no.
nobody uses, so they're really expensive. For my RAID array. We're also going to be playing a game called Cave Rescue and one other game that I haven't figured out yet. One or 2 other games that I haven't figured out yet, so we'll see what those turn up to be. There's a bunch of suggestions. And the saga of what this thing is on Atari Age under my thread, ZeroPage Homebrew Twitch stream. Posted some pictures there, I think, of the insides of this. If you can see any terrible issues.
Any obvious issues?
Yeah. That probably you won't see the power issue, but you might. Hopefully somebody... I know a lot of people have replied to me. I've been seeing the emails pop up. Including Ice Bosta. Thank you very much for helping me out on this. And we'll see if I can get it going back at least on Friday, or next Wednesday, because a few days in between now and then. I doubt it, because I don't really have the equipment to do power testing. I do have a multimeter. All it does is goes beep when two things do connect up, so that might be enough to do it.
Yeah.
But I can't tell how much power or anything. It's just doesn't work.
Oh.
It's not plugged in.
Yeah, that
You've solved it. Oh my God, RC70. You're absolutely right. I've been turning it off and on, and it just wasn't plugged in. That's what you got to do. Check all your cables first.
Yes.
So thanks for hanging out with us, RC70, who's a 9-month subscriber.
Very nice.
Ice Bosta, Cab73, Repentless VG. Zeb Chi, a new person that I have not seen before. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Dios Kilos 80, another new name.
Nice.
That's very awesome. MK Smith AU. Who else? Oh,
Ground Trooper
jumped
popped in. Yeah.
Coconut 81.
Yep.
Lem McAllister. S. Ramirez 2008 was here with us for a bit. I think I covered everything. Back to the chat as far back as it goes. So that's it for our 4-hour broadcast today. Oh, hey, MK Smith AU. Yeah, have a good weekend, everyone. Hopefully it's better than mine with my dead Atari.
No.
I love it so.
I can't imagine you throwing it up around your head is going to help it at all, though. Shake it really hard.
Shake it back into place.
Yeah.
I did smack it a lot. Just to see, but it wasn't one of those things that you could just smack it and make it better. It's one wire has come off first. It's
something simple. Yeah.
Yeah, football spike it.
Yeah.
And I'll do that tomorrow. I'll throw it. I'll let it wash in the rain.
That will be the test pattern screen. Is you just giving it a big punt? Yeah.
No. It will live again.
It will live again.
Yeah, these are pretty sturdy. It just needs new little bits or to find wiring, but unfortunately I'm not a hardware expert, but I'll lean on the people who are in the Atari Age forums, and they'll help out. They're already helping out with some suggestions. So we'll see you on Wednesday, normal time. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Yeah.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.